Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the call today. I'm so excited to be running this call with some amazing business partners. I want you guys to find the chat box and blow up the chat box. Drop some 777s if you're excited to be here today. My name is Tosin, and I'm hosting this call with some amazing individuals who are going to be sharing some value. I want you to find the chat box, blow up the chat box, and also I want to know where you guys are dialing in from. I'm currently based in Southeast London. I am dialing from Southeast London, and it's great to be in Southeast London. So Birmingham in the house. We've got Nigeria. Okay, we've got all the way to Nigeria. We've got Kent. We've got Ashford. We've got South London, Leeds. Amazing, guys. I want to know where you guys are dialing in from because I want to welcome you properly. If there's anybody that you know that should be on this call, make sure you send them a text message because we do not want anybody left behind. There is far too many value gems, nuggets that's going to be thrown on this call alone. The individuals that we have on this call, mighty God, these individuals, they are investors, they are entrepreneurs, they are people that are really excelling in their current field, and they have gathered today to really share some value with you guys today. We've got Bradford, Kent, we've got France. Okay, amazing. We've got Europe. So we are going global, guys. Amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got USA as well. Welcome, guys. It's great. We have Birmingham as well. It's amazing to have you guys on the call. I'm just going to give you a bit of an introduction about myself. My name is Tosin. I am an interior designer. Love what I do. I'm so creative. I love anything creative, and designing spaces is my passion. I'm also an entrepreneur and an investor, and I am a business owner as well. And over the last year, I've really partnered with some incredible individuals with an absolutely insane mindset to really innovate and elevate in not just the current field that they're in, but also in other aspects where they are really able to earn from home and really make things work for themselves and start to have the kind of lifestyle that they want. And why did we even decide to put this call together? This call is called Q4. Final quarter. This is the fourth quarter, guys, which is absolutely insane. This call is called Q4 Back to Business. Why did we call it Q4? Because so much has happened this year. Absolutely, so much has happened this year, and in the bubble of everything that's going on this year, we want to show that we want to actually help you guys to set you up for next year. Because yes, we're in the final quarter, but actually the final quarter is where the champions are made, and literally things can really blow up for you if you make that decision for it to do so. So we want to help you set up. We want to help you to, remember that 2020 is not over yet. It's not over yet unless you decide it's over. So we want to really give you some blueprint and some value so that you can really start to create the kind of 2021 that you want to. So the first individual that I have on the call today that is going to kick us off with the call is Nathan. My goodness, this guy he's a jack of all trades, right? So if you need a friend or somebody to connect with, it's probably this guy. He knows everything and is connected to everything. He's not only a father of three beautiful children, he's a father of three. He has so many things going on right now. He's a director, he has his own company, he runs so many different things. So even to get him on this call it's not easy, guys. Because this is a busy individual. He's an investor. So if there's somebody that you want to listen to, people that has the results, he definitely has the results. He's somebody that's a business consultant in both residential and commercial. He has so many things going on, guys. So make sure you have your notepads and pens ready. I want you guys to drop some ones if you have your notepads and pens ready, and you are indeed ready for this call before he comes on and to really give you guys some value. If you have your notepads and pens ready, make sure you drop number ones in the chat box, because we have a saying here that the note takers are indeed the money makers, because this is the money call, right? This is how to really navigate life like a boss and make money moves in this season. So make sure you have your notepads and pens ready, and I am ready to pass it over to Nathan. It's such a privilege to introduce you, bro. Take it away.
Thank you, Tosin. Thank you, Tosin. Good day, all. As Tosin said, my name is Nathan Hilaire. I'm a member of Wealthier World team within IM Academy. I currently run a number of businesses covering multiple projects across the UK, And I'm writing a novel which you can get preview snippets of on my IG account, which is Lushi_living. So that's LUSHI_living with a G. So as Tosin correctly said, today I'll be covering the importance of having a successful mindset and tips on how to build a successful mindset. So now, despite any of our backgrounds, statuses, success, we have all faced some level of resistance, hurdles, hardship, be it related to finance, health, growth, you name it. And the only way to overcome hardship is by having the right mindset, as it directly builds resilience, determination, focus, work ethic, persistence, consistency, and confidence, which are all traits required for success in turn, and in turn, these traits build self-belief, which is vitally important, guys, especially in relation to trading. Self-belief is very, very important. So I have an inspirational example of this, which is about the life of Eric Thompson. He was a man who was once homeless, eating out of bins, begging for money, and yet now he is the most booked, most motivational speaker in the world, guys. During one of his events, Eric Thompson gave a short story followed by a powerful quote of his own. And that story was about a young aspiring entrepreneur who confronted a business guru and asked what his secret to success was. So the guru said to the young man, if you truly want to know what my secret to success, meet me here at the beach at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the young man obviously turned up 4 a.m. sharp. He sees the guru standing in the sea, feet deep. So the guru turned to him and said, follow me into the sea. The young man follows him into the sea now, gets knee deep, turns to the guru and says to him, are you going to tell me your secret now? He said, no, I'm going to show you. Just keep following me into the sea. So they continue walking out deeper and further into the sea. They get, waist deep, chest deep. And as it gets to under the young man's chin, he's about to turn to the guru, and the guru pushes him and sinks him under the water and holds him there. Now, the young man's frantically kicking, he's punching, he's fighting for his life at this moment in time. And not too long afterwards, the guru releases him and allows him to come above the water. The young man's like, what are you trying to do? Sacrifice me? And he says, no, I want to know when you was down there, what you was thinking about. What was you thinking? And he said, well, obviously, I was just thinking about, I need to breathe. And he said, exactly. He said, you wasn't thinking about your phone, text messages, what calls are coming through. You didn't care what time of the day it was, whether you'd had good sleep, whether you was hungry. You didn't care about the latest sports news, anything like that. The only thing you cared about was breathing. Eric Thompson went on to say during his seminar that the moral of the story, and I quote, when you want success as bad as you want to breathe, you will be successful. I 100% agree with that statement. If you agree, guys, type a 1 in the comment section. That's good to see. So what is a successful mindset? Usually I would break this down into 2 categories, success and mindset, and then merge the 2 together. But for the sake of this session, I'm going to talk you through 3 fundamental steps that are relative to both these categories. So the 3 fundamental steps are practical steps, which are action-based, your mental steps, which are the likes of thoughts, affirmations, auto-suggestion, and then your spiritual steps, which are feelings and emotions, which you assign to both your practical and mental steps, using methods of prayer and the likes of meditation, whatever preferred method is for yourself. So the first practical step, again, an action-based step, would be to create a list of items, luxuries, feelings, locations. So for example, this could be cars, houses, money, emotions, powerful quotes, and the list must be very specific. The items must be very specific to what it is you desire. So for instance, don't just say a car, describe that car, a black and red, I don't know, Bugatti Veyron, for instance, with a gold trim, red interior, you name it. So it has to be very specific as to what it is you desire. And keeping in mind the whole time what success looks like to you, for you. So if everyone could just write in the comment section one thing that they would put on their success list moving forward. Be specific, so true. The next thing, so Venice put own a house, that's great. Again, Venice, as I said in there before, it was about being very specific. So if it's a house, how many bedrooms, you know, what does your kitchen look like, so forth. But that's what you would do in your practical step. And so you would move on to your why. What is the reason for wanting this success? So this, a lot of people use a good example of, I want to retire my parents. I want to better the future for my children. I want to build a legacy. I want to know, you know, my purpose. So your next thing would be your why. Then it's your when. Your when is, again, date specific. So for example, if you wanted to, you wanted this new car, you would be specific as to setting a deadline as to when that car you would attain that car or achieve that car. And that would be, for instance, I've chosen the 1st of the 1st, 2021. And the reason for this, according to best-selling author and speaker Brian Tracy, setting deadlines increases the likelihood of success by as much as 11.5 times. So that is a significant increase for likelihood of success. And then your next thing would be what? What will you do after you achieve this desired level of success? So what's next? And as explained previously, with every level of growth, there's always a next level of resistance or bigger obstacle to overcome. So using the words, the feelings, the images, the emotions, your next action would be to print out these images for the purpose of building a vision board. So I don't know if anybody can see behind me, but this is one I have for my family. I don't know if you guys can see it well, but this is one my family use on a day-to-day basis. So then your next step would be your mental step. So as I mentioned earlier, these are thoughts, affirmations, auto-suggestions. And a common question I get asked is how to create an affirmation. And I will demonstrate how simple the process really is. So from the list you created from your physical steps, you're going to pick one of the list of items from, one of the items from that list, sorry. And this can be a bike, a house, a yacht, anything of that kind. But for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just going to stick to the car that I mentioned before, which is a red and black Bugatti Veyron. Then you're going to pick a deadline date for this achievement. So I've chosen, as I mentioned earlier, the 1st of the 1st, 2021. And then finally, you would pick an emotion, feeling that you're likely to experience once you achieve that goal. So I've chosen ecstatic. And from these selections, your affirmation will sound something similar to, by the 1st of the 1st, 2021, that's your deadline, I will be in possession of black and red Bugatti Veyron, that's your item or your luxury, whatever it is, and I will be ecstatic, that is your emotion or your feeling. So your vision board affirmations should be displayed somewhere you're most likely to engage with on a day-to-day basis. So as you can see, ours is in our bedroom. We have one downstairs in the corridor so that the children can engage with, so forth as well. And you should recite your affirmations twice daily, 20 minutes upon arising and 20 minutes before retiring at night. And then you'd move on to your spiritual steps, which is the most important, as you're creating feelings and emotions which you assign to both your practical and mental steps using methods of meditation, prayer, etc. And this by far is the hardest of the 3 steps, but it's the most effective when you desire success. This is where you replace your physical senses, see, touch, smell, hear, etc., with spiritual senses of kind. So for example, I can physically go outside right now and I can see my car, I can engage with my car, open the doors, put the seatbelt on, so forth. My senses of smell, hearing, I can hear the radio, everything physically. In the spiritual sense, you do the exact same thing. However, you're closing your eyes, which is shutting down your physical senses, and you're opening your imagination. And by opening your imagination, you're still able to see that car. You're still able to engage to yourself, opening the car, putting the seatbelt across, the touch and senses of feel where you're moving the steering wheel. You're still able to or imagine the music that you're going to be listening to. It could be your favorite song. By assigning these emotions, guys, to your spiritual senses, you begin to create neurological and neurotheological pathways between the brain and the spirit. And what that means in simple terms is that you're able to convince your subconsciousness that you're already in possession of these items you desire to achieve. Now, the reason you're able to do this, the reason why you're able to do this is because your subconscious mind has no concept of time. So be it thoughts of the future or past, your subconscious mind only knows it to be present now today. Now, most of us can relate with feelings of grieving over a lost one. Although the event has already passed, we are able to draw upon emotions and feelings such as crying, for instance, as if the trauma was presently taking place now. We are able to apply the same energy using thoughts and feelings from our future. This will directly have a positive impact on your mental outlook and unconscious thoughts, which is known as a state or phase of reprogramming. So this reprogramming of yourself, guys, is easily identified by peers and loved ones through your new behaviors, your new temperaments, and eventually by yourself with general new interests and first thought processes. So for instance, you will go from saying things like, I want that car, but my bank balance doesn't, to I want that car and I have a date when I'll be collecting it. Very different. I wish I could have, I wish I could live in a house like this, for instance, to I will live in a house like this and I will do everything necessary to achieve it. Your thoughts, your choice of words, actions, it will all change. Type change in the comment section if you're still with me. That's great, that's great. So just like your affirmations, you will not have the desired outcome if you're trading with the wrong mindset. Mindset is responsible for 90% of your trade outcomes, good or bad. I will say that again. Mindset is responsible for 90% of your trade outcomes, be it good or bad, guys. It directly reflects in your results. And let me just add to that. Thoughts are just focused energy, and energy creates emotions. Emotions bring on feelings, and feelings give life to thoughts. So therefore, your life is a direct reflection of the energy you gave to your thoughts. I need that to soak in. I literally need that to soak in. Your life currently, right now, is a direct reflection of the energy you gave to your thoughts. So as the saying goes, every success story began with a thought. Keyword being began, meaning the start of. You must take the next step and build a plan for success. Refine that plan, be persistent with that plan, be consistent with that plan, and collaborate. Bring the right people in to take your plan to execution. I'm a firm believer that if you haven't got a plan, you haven't got a chance. And that goes directly hand in hand with God only helps those who help themselves. Seriously, guys. And on that note, as I said earlier, my name is Nathan Hilaire. We just covered successful mindset. I'm available on IG living, IG Lushi_living. So that's LUSHI_living. I hope you all have a blessed day and I wish you all the success and growth you deserve. The next topic is of consistency, which will be covered by Tiffany. Tiffany, she's a mother of 3 beautiful children. She's a qualified yoga teacher and student. She's the director of Intuitive Analysis Limited, which is our IT consultancy services, I believe. She's the consultant and contractor within the digital transformation space. She's a leader, she's a mentor, she's a student of IM Academy and Trader FX, we all are. And her goals are to keep aspiring to be the best version of herself. She loves being in nature, traveling, learning, networking, and sharing experiences to unlock potential in those around her. So everybody give a warm welcome to Tiffany, please.
Thank you, Nathan. That was an amazing introduction and amazing gems that you were dropping there. I love all of that talk of energy. It really resonates because I'm in yoga and I'm in that space and all of the neuropaths. It all makes sense. So brilliant. Thank you for sharing. I hope everyone made some notes there because it's real stuff. That is a nice segue into what I'm going to discuss with you guys today. So it's about consistency. So Nathan has set us up with some information on mindset. So a lot of what we do in life or what we want to achieve in life is about starting by shifting that mindset. But once we've shifted that mindset, we need to remain consistent, right? So I can't say, right, I've listened to Nathan today. Yeah, I'm gonna write down what I want. I'm gonna visualize it. I've got my vision board. and I do it for 2 days and then that's it, I drop off. That is not going to work for you. You need to be consistent, right? So I've got a little definition here. Consistency is the key to success, no matter what you're doing. By definition, consistency is referred to as adherence to the same principles in a steadfast way. If you want to achieve anything of value and meaning in your life, then you need to be consistent. And that can apply to relationships, business, life goals, whatever it is. Okay, so I think that we would all agree, if we want to achieve anything of value or meaning in life, that we need to be consistent over the long term. And if you agree with me, just maybe drop a 1 in the chat, so I know you're still with me. So let's think, if you want to, for example, get in shape, right? I have a goal that I want to get in shape, or I want to have a successful business, then you can't, like I said before, you can't just say, right, for 1 day, I'm going to go to the gym. For a week, I'm going to go to the gym, for the month, and then expect those results. It doesn't work that way. You need to remain consistent. So what you need to do is make sure that you maybe start eating healthier, you start attending the gym consistently, you do your meditation, or whatever it is for you that you're looking for, and it needs to become a part of your daily routine. So that's what's worked for me. And if you want to build a successful business and you want to make money, you might be doing that daily, it might be 5 days a week, it might be 3 days a week, whatever it is, it needs to be consistent. And just by following that consistency, you'll start to compound, you'll start to see the compound effect, right? So those little steps that you're doing, those little actions that you're taking will lead to big results eventually, but you have to remain consistent in that. So some of the ways, how can we build consistency? What can we do to start working towards that? I would start by saying that we're all human, and I don't agree in 100% consistency, right? I don't believe that we can all be 100% consistent all the time. So I wouldn't want you to say, well, I'm not doing that thing every day that I said I'm going to do, and start beating yourself up about it and then drop off because you're not doing it. Actually, what you want to maybe aim for is 95% consistency. And if you find that there are hurdles and obstacles, if you're trading and you blow your account, it's not like, right, I've got it up to 10 grand, it's gone now, like I'm backing off, I'm not doing this anymore. What you want to do is work out what didn't work. What were the steps that you were taking? What didn't work for you? What do you need to change? Because sometimes you might have a certain mindset and you might need to shift that mindset a little bit because things have changed, things come in along the way. So review what you've done. In the IT space, we might call it a retrospective. So we might have a project and some things work, some things don't. We come back, we sit together, we look at what worked, what didn't, and then we change that, we adjust that, and it's fine to do that. The main thing is that we go again, is that we don't give up and we remain consistent. We learn from the lessons and we push forward. Okay, so I've learned a lot in being with the I Am Academy, but also outside as well. So one of the things that can work that people talk about is having a strong enough why, a strong enough purpose. So why am I doing this thing? What is my purpose? In yoga, we talk about intention. So before I do a practice, what's my intention for the practice? I'm not doing some random movements. There's got to be an intention on why I'm doing that thing. What do I want to achieve from that? What is my purpose? So these are some of the things that can help to keep you consistent if you've got a strong enough why, strong enough purpose. Another thing might be accountability. So we talk a lot about that in I Am Academy, but also in life as well. Maybe hold yourself accountable to those things that you said that you wanted to achieve. You might have an accountability partner, you might have a mentor, you might have a coach, you might use the people around you. So for example, it might be, I say that one of my things that I want to achieve could be to take the children to Disneyland one day. Now, if I share that with everyone in my family, everyone knows what that goal is, and how I need to remain consistent is by saving money towards achieving that goal. If I tell my 7-year-old that we're going to go to, in 12 months, we're going to go to Disneyland, she's going to hold me accountable because she's going to be asking me, when are we going? Every day, she's already shouting it out, where are we going? Every day until we get there. So if by sharing what I'm trying to achieve with people around me, it will help me remain consistent. Okay, so as well as having your intention, your why, your purpose, and accountability. Another one, which we've already touched on, is shifting your mindset. So make your goals become habits. And I think that's what's really worked for me. So a habit is every morning I get up and I brush my teeth. That is just a habit. It's something that I do. Now, if I begin to, the goals and the mindset shift, begin to make those habits, begin to make them part of my lifestyle, it then becomes less about having to motivate myself or having to find the willpower to do the things, but it actually becomes something that I love doing. It becomes a part of my lifestyle. So then it's not so difficult for me to do that thing. So if it's, for example, for me, meditation, I couldn't go a day without meditating. And if I do, I feel the difference. Like I said, I'm not always 100% consistent, but I go for that 95%. So meditation now has become a part of my daily routine. So it's a mindset shift, and it's something that I enjoy doing. And it's something that I've maintained consistency on because I love doing it and I see the benefit of it. I see the rewards that come from doing that. Another thing for me might be reading. I like to read. I've recently joined a book club as part of IM Academy. Now that's part of accountability because every week I need to come in and say what I've read. It's become a part of my routine. I will remain consistent with it because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy learning new things. So find the things that you love, find your passions, have an intention, have a purpose, shift that mindset and make those things become things that you love to do. See the benefits from them, have people around you that will hold you accountable to doing those. And like I said, it should become more of, instead of a willpower thing and, you know, I have to do this thing and I don't really want to do it, make it part of your daily routine, make it something that you love doing, look forward to the benefits and the rewards that you're going to get from it. And once it becomes something that you love and you have a passion about, then it's so much easier to remain consistent in doing that thing. And that's what's really worked for me. There are lots of different strategies and techniques that people use. One has been shared by a good friend of mine who's also on this call, and that was about writing down the things that you really enjoy doing, or the things that you want to do, and then maybe start just doing them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and remain consistent with it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to do those things, and just start doing it those 3 days, and then maybe increase that to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, and then increase it to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and then now I'm doing it for a week, and then do it for another week. So you're just bringing it in slightly. It's becoming a habit that you're doing, and then if you fall off, it's fine as long as you remain consistent in doing that. Another one in the IT workspace, we run sprints, something that's called a sprint. So for a week, we say, right, this is the thing that I need to do over the next week, and you prioritize those things, and you make sure that you stick to those things, and then you move them into a box when you're doing them. So this is my to-do list, this is my doing. And then when you've done it, you can check it off, right, that's it, I've done it. And you keep shifting through that list. And every week you might refine that list, it's fine, but you keep your to-do, what I'm doing and what I've done. And that works really well. I mean, big corporate companies deliver projects just working through that method. And again, you're retrospective, always go back and see what doesn't work. Don't be afraid to change it, goals shift, and that's fine. But definitely, like I said, remain consistent, and through that consistency, you are bound to see the compound effect, which will bring you results overall. So I hope that you got some benefit from that, and that will lead actually quite nicely into your next discussion, which will be around goals, and that's being shared by Oswald today. So Oswald is a father of 2 beautiful children. He works with the NHS as an information governance manager. He's a founder and leader of International Christian Men's Fellowship, and an investor and a business owner within the Forex space as well. And he's a fitness enthusiast, so he'll know about remaining consistent and seeing the results as well. Okay, so Oswald, over to you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Tiff. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tiff. Thank you so much, Nathan. That was amazing. Now, what you guys have actually done, you guys have looked into my notes, right? Because you guys read off my notes. But yeah, we'll still keep moving. My name is Oswald, as she's mentioned, and I'm a father of 2 amazing kids and an amazing wife as well. And like she's mentioned, I work, in the NHS, kind of busy and stuff like that. But we have to, getting into this space and seeing the value that I could get from here, I had to change my mindset. I had to change, the way I thought about things and start to set more realistic goals. And I'm going to be talking to you about goals. And like I said, this two I've already kind of pinched into my note, but I will pick you up from there. Pardon my voice. I had a very, wonderful night rest. I've not been able to sleep well. My head bangs, but guess what? We'll keep moving, guys. We'll keep moving. So what are goals? We're going to talk about goals. What are goals? What are goals? Anybody, any ideas? Someone just give me an idea. What are goals in your understanding? Because I know there are different definitions of goals. In your understanding, what are goals? What is a goal to you? I'm not moving until I get some responses, guys. What is a goal to you? In your own understanding, your own term, a target you want to reach. Amazing, Jade. Target, things you want to achieve. Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing right there. Yes, that's it. I like to call goals a roadmap. For me, goals are roadmap. It gives you a direction of where you want to go. Like most of you have said, it's a direction. That's where I'm going towards. This is where my direction is. This is where I'm facing. This is exactly what I want to achieve. And that's my goal. And everyone should have a goal. Everyone should have a goal. Guess what? Those people who you see, they're in one thing today, they're in another thing tomorrow. They're jumping from one thing to another. It's because there is probably no end destination in mind. So everything is a catcher, in everything you want to try something and drop that one and try something and drop that one. It should not be that way. You should have a specific goal. So what's your goal? What's your goal? So I'm going to run through my thoughts and how this has really helped me, even in this space, even as one who's very busy, and how I've been able to achieve a lot, having specific goals, having the mindset of, always creating goals. Now, I like to split goals into two things. One is long-term goals and the other short-term goals. Now, for long-term goals, I guess it already makes sense to you what it means. Long-term goals are goals that, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, or, the rest of your life, what you intend to achieve at the end of the day, what your end goal is. That's a long-term goal. That's your dream. You should never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. I'm currently reading a book called The Magic of Dreaming Big. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Always sit back, think about it. What exactly do you want to achieve? Think about it, build those castles in your mind. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Never stop dreaming. Think about it. It might be about yourself. It might be about your family. It might be about your work. It might be about your finances. Dream, and dream big. You don't pay taxes for dreaming big. No one's going to hurt you for dreaming. No one's going to arrest you for dreaming big. Dream, dream the kind of, have the kind of dreams that to yourself might even seem impossible. Dream, yes. Even the Bible talks about it. Without dream, that was Proverbs 28:18. It says, without dream and vision, people perish. So dream. There's nothing wrong with dreaming. There's nothing wrong with having those massive, I was listening to, when we were listening to Nathan was calling that car he was mentioning, that's some car, a Bugatti. That's some car. But there's nothing wrong with dreaming that. There's nothing wrong with going into the showroom and sitting in that car and, having that feel of how it feels. And then going back at home and, you're thinking about it. I'm dreaming, I'm driving that car. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, so that's about the long-term dream. Amazing. You should have those dreams. You should have those kind of goals, have those long-term goals, what the end is. And then you have the second one, which are short-term goals. Now, these are more of a weekly goal. These are more of a daily goal. These are more of a monthly goal. These are more of, more short-term. Sometimes you say maybe short to medium term, so up until, say, 3 years. Have those kind of goals. Have those kind of goals. So I want to earn a certain amount. I have a massive dream of, say, living in a castle or something. I'm bringing it down to my short term. What do I need to do short term to be able to get to the long-term goal? That's the idea. That's the mindset. The truth is, I like one scripture that says, it's God that is at work in us both to will and to do. So the fact that I'm even thinking about it is the fact that God has given me the ability to think about it, which means it is possible. That's how I see it. So there's nothing too big for me to think. I can think it. As long as I can think it, means it's possible. Look at Elon Musk and look at the things he's doing. Alone, if you're not a big thinker, you wonder, is that possible? Well, he's making certain things possible because he was able to think it. That's the ability we all have. Use it. Use it. Dream big. Dream big. Have those long-term goals. Have those short-term goals as well. Now I'm going to talk about how also in terms of having those goals, then what's the best way in terms of writing those goals and being able to achieve them. Now, these are things that have worked for me. I'm here talking to you as a result of a goal I made earlier this year. One of my goals was to, she's mentioned why I work. I'm okay with the pay. The pay is okay, decent and all that stuff. But there were so many things lacking in terms of the fact that at the time I had to exchange my time for money. I couldn't be with my family as much as I wanted to. There was, it was that one source of income and all of that. And this was not a skill I could even transfer to my child or my kids. And I thought, you know what, this is not the plan. So my plan is, I'm looking for something more generational. And then I had that goal written down, and then had the plans. Now, which I'm going to discuss with you in a bit. How did I put those into certain plans, and how have I gotten to where I am? One of the things, and like I said, these guys have all digged into my note, but yeah, I'll still say it anyway. Write down your goals. Write down your goals. Nathan said something about being specific. Write down your goals. I want to. It sounds very, very vague. But guess what? Once you start to write it down, you start to say, you know what? Okay, I want to do that. Okay, you start to put some specificity into it because you're writing it down. Even the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Write down the vision. And then the other part that gets my attention is the fact that, when you write the vision down so that you can see it and run with it. It takes me to my second point. My second point is when you write those goals down, you write them very specifically down. It might be like I mentioned, you have the long-term goals, you have the short-term goals. So when I have my long-term goal of wanting to achieve a certain level of fitness, for example, I want to have 6 packs by, say, January 2021. Oh, yes, it's possible. Is it possible? Yes, it is. But then I have to then think about what steps do I have to take towards getting to that 6-pack? That's what I start to write down. So I've written the main goal down, but then I have to think about the fact that I have to be at the gym every day or twice a day. Or if you want to work out at the backyard, well, that's fine. But have a plan as to when and what you need to do towards achieving that. It comes by writing. It comes by writing. A lot of people are, oh yeah, I want to. It's wishful thinking when it's all in your head and never written down with a plan. You can never achieve it. Someone said something. Who was that person that said, it was Nathan that said, if you don't have a plan, you can't achieve that. So you need to have a specific plan towards achieving that goal. Oh, I'm in the business. I'm in the, in the IM space. I want to hit, say, P1000. Do you know how many people it takes to hit P1000? Do you have it written down? So how many calls do you have to make a day? Or I want to make £1,000 in my trading account by the end of the year. How many pips do you need to make a day? Do you even know? Do you have a trading plan? You have to have a structure, some sort of plan that takes you towards where you want to go. It doesn't happen by chance, by accident. No. There's a specific movement. You have to move in that direction every single day. My question to you, what are you doing today that is taking you towards your goal, your end goal? You know that big plan, that big goal. What are you doing today? What's your plan today? Are you watching Netflix? Is that taking you towards that goal? These are the things you think about. So every single day I'm doing something taking me towards that goal. I was reading a book by, I think it was Brian Tracy. He's talking about, having to, trying to bring down, if you're trying to bring down a tree. How that even if it's just one swing of a sharp axe on the tree every single day, guess what? You're making progress every single day. Every single day. I'm just going to come and swing that one swing. And I'm doing it every single day. Like Tiff mentioned, consistency. Anyone can start. Anyone can decide to have a goal. But except you're consistent, you can't achieve it. So yeah, so that's my second point. So my second point is to keep it close. So the first thing was to write down the, the goal. And like I said, write the vision, make it plain so that they that see it will run with it. See it. So you need to keep it in a place where you can see it every single day. I'm referring to Nathan again. Like I said, he dipped into my notes. Right behind him, he's got what? He's got a dream board. I have my goals written in stick notes pretty much everywhere. In front of me, I can see it. Beside me, I can see it. There's one in the bathroom. There's one in my bedroom. There's one in the kitchen on the fridge. I can see it every single day. I keep it close. Keep your goals close, because the truth is, every single time you see it, you are attracting those things that will make that come to pass. The law of attraction is real, guys. You have a goal, you have it in a book somewhere, in a book that is put away somewhere that you just probably come to only once a week. It will not work. A vision board is a good way to have it. Having it written down very clearly. I think it was Nathan again as well that mentioned having to write down the goals. Okay, now we'll even get to that one in a bit. So keep it close. Have it in your wallet. Have it where you can see it everywhere. Where are the places you'll spend more time in? I would say everywhere. I would say the kitchen. I would say the bathroom. I would say the bedroom. I would say the walkway. Everywhere you pass in the house, keep it close. Because the truth is, as every time you see it, even the scriptures never wrong. Every time you see it, you're attracting. You're bringing. It comes to your reminder. What action do I need to take today? You remember the plans for today. What am I supposed to do today to get me to that goal? Brings me to my third point. Have a completion day. When you write down your goal, have a completion date, guys. I want to make $1,000. I want to make $10,000. When? How? When do you want to make that by? I want to make $10,000 in my trading account. When do you want to make that by? You have to be specific. I want to hit a certain level of fitness. By when? When? What the goal does is what that does is it gives you a time frame. You have a deadline. You put pressure on yourself. You put the pressure on yourself. So it's not open-ended. So it's not the one where you can wake up in the morning and say, I don't feel like doing it today, because there's really no end goal. Just, I don't feel like trading today, guys. I'll trade. I'll join money. I'll join money next tomorrow. Because obviously your plan is not specific. If your plan was specific, you knew that you had to meet a certain amount of pips that day. So there is no sleeping about it. Tiff mentioned it. If your why is not strong enough, then you can sleep. What is waking you up in the morning? What wakes you up in the morning? Your alarm. Your alarm wakes you up and you snooze it. You're not ready yet. You're not there yet. If you're not able to wake up before the alarm wakes you up, then you're not there yet. So you need to be specific. It needs to be strong. You need to know, I want to. My goals are, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have achieved that by a certain date. You need to write it out like you've achieved it. You have that specific day in mind. It would push you. It will drive you. Get someone who has a goal that is specific with the deadline and someone who doesn't. Their drive is different. Their drive is different. So that's my third point. The fourth one is list out the steps you need to take to achieve those goals. I mentioned that. I want to achieve this. So what do I need to do on a day-to-day basis? It might be hour-to-hour basis. Whatever it is, have a structure. So much thanks to Tosi and the Wealthier World, and the fact that they've always, they push you to have an operating rhythm. Jade, thank you so much for that. You have a structure as to what exactly I'm doing every day. I'm not doing anything at any time. I don't just pick any phone call at any time. No, if it's not within the time I'm supposed to do that, I'm not doing it, because I have a structure, I have a plan, I have a goal. I'm going somewhere. If I pick my mom's call and my mom decides to speak with me for 1 hour, what do? Mom, get the phone. No, I'm not. No. Guess what? I'm not picking that call when it calls. This is not the time. Mom, I want to call you at 5. That's the time for calling you. Except it's an emergency. Guys, it might seem maybe too tight, but that's the truth. If you're not that way, then unfortunately, you know what? Everybody's going to be sending you a message. Oh, and you're going to respond to everything. Guess what? You will not be able to achieve what you need to achieve. So yes, have a step, list of steps that you intend to achieve every single day, towards getting to your goal. And this might be your short-term goal, it might be your long-term goal, but whatever you are doing should be leading you towards your long-term goal, guys. If it's not, then guess what? You need to start working to changing what you currently do. I had 6 steps. Now the 5th one is list the obstacles. What are your enemies? I want to achieve that goal. I want to be, but every single time you're hitting obstacles, and guess what? You're hitting the same kind of obstacles. Oh, someone's calling you at the wrong time. You're always on the phone. You want to do that Netflix, whatever, you want to watch that series. The same things are always setting you back. You need to write them down. Know who your enemies are. Know what your enemies are. Your enemies a lot of times are not external. A lot of times it's just you saying, you know what, this is the goal. This is what I want to achieve. And I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to have to cut out this unnecessary excesses. Yo, I can't remember when last I watched Netflix. My Netflix is my IM Academy said, that's my Netflix. Why? Why is that? Because I know where I'm going to. These guys you're watching on TV have made them money. You're watching them, making them money. Are you making yourself money? Are you growing yourself? Are you getting better? Yes, the traders Netflix, you know, you get me. So you need to write down those obstacles. What are your obstacles? Is it your telephone? You jump up in the morning, the first thing you're going to look at is WhatsApp. You're looking at your Instagram or you're looking at Pinterest, whatever it is. No. Your meditations first, your prayers first, your daily proclamations first. Start your day right. Have a structure. I know I'm hitting some points there, but yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, so list your obstacles down. You know exactly what your obstacles are, and trust me, once you have them written down and you make up your mind to get past them, you'll be better for it. You'll be happy you did it. The third thing, the sixth thing, and I'm going to try and close with this, is create a mastermind. What I mean by that is be in the right circle. I'm sure we know people that have goals. You have goals. You have dreams of what you want to do, but you are in the wrong circle. Yeah, with those guys who never ever believe in anything you're doing. You say you don't want to do that circle. You know those people. Sometimes they're just too emotionally attached to them to detach yourself from them. But the truth is, they are not even helping you get towards your goal. So you need to start to build the right circle. Have an accountability partner. Do you have one? Do you have someone you tell, you know what, these are my goals for the week? Yeah. Can we catch up on Friday and see if I achieve my goal? Or this is my goal for the day. I intend to put out 10 Instagram say stories, for example, one Instagram live. Do you have an accountability partner that's going to send you a message and say, you know what, you've not done that? You've not done that yet. You need to have that person, because now then you know that you are accountable to someone. So that way you can't just sleep and say, nah, I'm not doing it today. No, guess what? The person's going to call you. Have you done it? And you don't want to say no. So what? You're going to do it. And guess what? Have that person who is let it be someone you respect, not someone you can just give an excuse and say, nah, I ain't feeling like it today. Let it be someone you respect. Let it be someone that you look up to, someone you would not want to give an excuse to. Have that kind of setup. Have an accountability partner. And guess what? When you do all of these steps I've mentioned, this is how I've gotten to be able to speak with you. I had this set up at the beginning of the year, and I've worked down my plans. And guess what? I'm happy. I'm happy that I made that decision, and I'm working one step at a time towards my goal. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got some value. If you got some value from this, please put a 7 in the chat. Put some 7 in the chat, guys. Well, now, whilst I'm talking about this, I'm going to be introducing Yvonne. Now, she's an amazing woman, right? She's a mother of 3 amazing kids. She's a manager in the social housing space. She's a qualified HR person. But all of these things, guess what? The one that matters to me most, the one that hits me really hard, is the one that she's an example of the fact that age is just a number. She's 53. Am I correct? Yeah, she's 53. And she's in this space. And she's smashing it. What's your excuse, guys? So yes, please put a 7 in the chat whilst I welcome Yvonne to give us an idea of how the harmonic scanner within the IM Academy works. Please put a 7 in the chat whilst I pass the baton over to Yvonne. Yvonne, you can have the mic now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Over to Yvonne.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Hello. Okay, that's cool. I think we probably need to switch camera. Guys, let's give it up to Oswald. Come on, let's blow it up for setting the pace for goal. You know what? If we don't set goal, we ain't going nowhere. It is the key. As I've said, guys, right, how do I need to switch screen. Still seeing you as well. Who's got the controller, Tosin or?
Yvonne, so if you go to participants and you go to your name, click more and then click pin your video. And you should be able to see yourself. Or at the top,
Okay, sorry. Name. Okay, cool, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, pin your video and then you should be able to see yourself.
Not sure what I'm doing wrong here.
We can see you though, Yvonne. We can see you perfectly fine.
Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, guys. Right, as you've heard, Oswald said, I'm a mother of 3 amazing children. I'm also a grandmother, and I'm here, 1 second. Yeah, and you know, as he said, I'm 53 years old, and believe me, age is just a number, because tell you what, I don't feel like 53 years old, you know? And the setting goals, guys, is very, very key. And I've achieved many, many goals in my life, but I've still got a lot more to achieve, right? And one of the things that I have been doing is learning how, on this platform, how to multiply my money, which I do believe that everybody should be doing it, you know, especially in this season where we have been experiencing lockdown. You know, 2020 has been an interesting year. So we need to learn how to multiply our money. And what I need to say is that we don't get taught this in school, right? We don't get taught how to multiply our money. We don't get financial education in mainstream schooling. So here we are, guys, where I am learning to do it, and it is amazing. So I'm going to introduce one of the tools that I've been using, which is the Harmonic Scanner at IM Academy here. This is what I've been using to learn how to multiply my money. And can we get it? So it's, yeah. And unlike when I first saw this, right, I'm like, oh my good gosh, you know, what is this, you know? But you know what, guys, sorry, just take an eraser and just rub it out. It is as easy as you can imagine. It is very, very simple to use. Not the like, oh, I'm not touching it like kryptonite. No, it is very, very easy to use. You know, so this is what I'm using to help me to make my money. So guys, if you want to multiply your money, please drop an M in the box. Please drop an M for me in the box. Thank you, Tosin. I can see them coming in. Amazing, Faye, thank you, guys. Yes, so we all want to make money, especially, as I said, in this season that we are in, you know. So what is the Harmonic Scanner, right? The Harmonic Scanner is what the bank use to make your money, to trade your money. So if any of you guys here ever thought that the bank just, when you put your money in the bank just wrapped it up and put it into a corner and leave it there, no. They trade your money, and as for me, I don't see no return, or you might get 0.0 something on it, right? Can you hear me, guys? If you can hear me, just drop a 1 in the chat box, please. Thank you, amazing. So what we do, we make money in the foreign currency market. And what does that mean? We buy and we sell money, right? And we trade one currency against the other. Say, for example, I'm a Jamaican And I do love to travel. I do love to travel all over the, God's creation, And so when I'm going to Jamaica, I will either go to Marks and Spencer, go to the bank, the post office, wherever, and I will exchange my money. I will exchange a British pound for the Jamaican dollar. And even if I go to Jamaica, I still have to exchange the currency because, I'm not going to spend the British pound in Jamaica or wherever I go. So I will exchange it for the local money. And so with the harmonic, let's switch this off. Sorry. So the harmonics, so that is what we do. That is what we do in the forensic currency trading. So the harmonic scanner, guys, is a 2 million software that scans the market to give us the best results, right? What's this there? Hang on. And the benefit of the harmonic scanner, it is simple to use. It can suit anybody. I'm 53 and I'm using it. It can be young. So that's some of the benefits of the harmonic scanner, of using the harmonic scanner, is saved on time. 5 to 10 minutes sometimes. That's what I'm on it for, and I just get my trades, place my trades, and and go. So anyone can use it. It is simple, right? You have 4. I'm going to give you 4 basic steps, simple steps of how to use the harmonic scanner, right? So the first one, can you hear me, guys? So for the first one, drop me some ones, please. For the first one, we're going to find the currency pair. And in this case, we're going to look for NZD CAD. Can you see that? If you can see NZD CAD, please type NZD CAD in the chat box for me. Thank you. Great. It's coming in. Alina, Tosin, yes. So that's the currency pair that we will be trading. The next step that we will look at is find the D, right? And what D mean is the direction of the market. So where the market is going. And the good news, guys, is whether the market is going up or the market is going down, we can make money. So in this case, can you see where the D is at? If you can see the D, please type D for me, please. Amazing. Yeah, the D's are coming through it at the bottom. And so what do you think we are doing? Do you think we're buying or do you think we're selling? We are buying. So yes, the D's at the bottom. So yes, we are buying. And if we, so we probably could look at another example later where the D is at the top. But for now, as I said, if the D is at the top, we are selling down, and we can make money both ways, right? Number 3, let's look for the place where we will take our money. It's called Take Profit, TP1. Can you see where the TP1's at? If you can see where the TP1's at, just drop me Take Profit, please. Just drop me profit or something like that. Yep. Amazing. So that's where we take our profit. And so, yes, so where the D's that we enter and you go up to take profit 1, 2, 3, but we take our profit at TP1. And the 4th is our stop loss. Now guys, this is where we need to, put our to protect our capital, right? It is very important that we protect our capital because the scanner is 89%, which is a very high rate level. 89% correct, or so if for example we have only 11% that chance that the trade may not go in our direction, you know what, our stop loss is there to protect us. Yes. So then, so I will then move on to, so what I will do, I will put this in my phone. I will set it on an app in my phone, and I will then set it and forget it, or set it and go about my business, my daily business, and do what I need to do. Yes, because as long as we set our take profit and our stop loss, we put our currency pair, our take profit, our stop loss, you set it and forget it. Now, guys, I'm gonna, one of the ways that I will show you how I've been multiplying my money as well. So I will wait on, yes. So at Wealthier World, we use what is called a compound plan. Now, guys, this is what I use to compound my money. And if you don't know the power in compounding, right? The power in compounding, it is amazing. So, and you know what? You don't even have to have a lot of money, $100. $100 will start you. And say, for example, sorry, you put $100 in, and daily rate at 3%. Over 90 days, we don't trade on the weekend. As you can see, the weekend is not included, right? So let's calculate that, right? And see how much. So look at this, guys, right? Scroll back down a bit for me, darling. So can you see how much after 90 days, right? You start with an investment at $100 on Saturday, October 24, 2020, and your principal amount will grow to $1,429.94 by February, right? And that's the power of compounding. Anyway, let's step back a little bit, right? As you have heard me mention before, that the harmonic scanner is 89%. So you'll have 11% right there. And let me put this in. If, for example, you didn't listen to instructions from your mentor, sorry, that's based on 5%, sorry. If you didn't listen, say you didn't listen to instructions, sorry, for from your mentor, or you wasn't coachable, and you've made some mistakes, right? And say you've had some losses. Say after 45 days, right, and you lost half of it that you've lost. Say after 45 days, look at what we will come up with. 89858. Now, to be honest with yourself, guys. Be really, really, really honest. If you put your money in the bank, that is based on $100. If you put your money in the bank, be honest with yourself and ask yourself if the bank will give you that amount. They certainly would not be giving me. I've never heard of that before, right? Right? The bank would not be. So that is the power of compounding. So yes, that is amazing. Yes, believe that it does, that is the power of compounding. And we all should be compounding our money, especially in this time where one moment we are in lockdown. This is Sheffield. I'm in Sheffield, guys, and we are on the lockdown. We are on the tier 3 again. So you know what? I'm going to, at this point, I am going to finish off here. And I'm going to pass you on to the amazing Lisa Learn Forex, guys. So blow up the chat for Lisa. She's 29 years of age, a co-founder of Wealthier World, a business owner, mentor, leader, new trade expert. And guys, I want to give out a really special congratulations to Lisa, because yesterday she celebrated her 1-year anniversary in Wealthier Wealth. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Here you go, guys. Give it up to Lisa, guys.
Wow, Yvonne, that compounding just blew my mind. Guys, can we put some 777s in the chat for the way Yvonne just shuts down that harmonic scanner training? If you've never seen that before, guys, you've never seen how you can put money into the biggest financial market into the world and compound it every single day, just like the banks are doing. Just like Yvonne explained to you, that the banks are trading your money every single day. So whether you think you're a trader or not, you are trading in this world. So Yvonne, I want to thank you for explaining that so diligently. It was absolutely amazing. Guys, welcome to this call. I hope you've been getting some fire, some nuggets. I've got notes upon notes upon notes. There has been so many gems dropped on this call, guys, and I cannot wait to hear the rest of it. I've been asked to speak on this call about the passive paycheck, right? The passive paycheck. So I want to just first find out if I'm on the right call. So I'm gonna need some interaction from you guys in this chat box. Am I in the right room? Am I on the right Zoom right now? So I want you to drop a yes or a no into the chat box, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, right? So the first question, is your current income allowing you to live out your dreams? Is your current income allowing you to live out your dreams? I want you to type a yes or a no into the chat box. Wow, wow, wow. I can see the no's flooding in already. You guys are on the right call, right? So that's the first question. The second question, do you truly want to work for the next 40 years in a job? Do you truly want to work for, whoa, I can see the nose. Do you truly want to work for the next 40 years in a job? I saw God forbid. Wow, okay, cool. Last question, third question, and I'm gonna get started, right? Are you currently exchanging your time for money? Are you currently exchanging your time for money? Let me know in this chat. Are you currently exchanging your time for money? Or I can see a mixture in here. We've got some no's, some yeses, some unfortunatelys. All right, cool. So let's go. So what is passive income? What is residual income, right? So passive income, residual income is when you take an action once, and you get paid for it over and over again, right? So let me say it one more time for my note takers on the call. Passive income is when you take an action once and you get paid for it over and over and over again. I just saw someone in the chat say, I just sacked my boss. Amen. Congratulations. Shout out to you. That is amazing, right? So let's think of some examples of who currently acquires passive income. So if you know some people that acquire passive income right now, I want you to drop them in the chat, right? So your Richard Bransons, right? Who acquires passive income that you can list? Can we actually put our name into somebody that acquires a passive income right now? Someone put Lord Sugar. Yes. Who else acquires passive income? Who are we talking about right now? Beyonce, Elon Musk, Jeff from Amazon. Yes. Warren Buffett. Yes. I can see now coming in. So we know who did. Michael Jackson. Okay, Florence, let's talk about Michael Jackson for a second, right? How much money do you think Michael Jackson made last year? Passively. I mean, it's got to be passively, right? Because he's dead. So how much did Michael Jackson make last year? Last year, Michael Jackson made 60 million. 60 million. What is a dead man doing that we are not doing on this call? 60 million, yes. I see some of you do not believe me. It's an absolute madness, right? So how do we acquire passive income? Okay, so there's many ways that you can do it. But for me, I couldn't think prior to a year ago, like Yvonne said, because I've been here a year, right? But I couldn't think of any ways that I could acquire passive income, because guess what? I wasn't a writer. I wasn't a singer. I wasn't talented at anything that I could think that I could put my hand to that would acquire me passive income, right? So one of the ways could be, or I just didn't have the financial backing. I had the ideas. So for example, property owning, right? So if you own a property, you buy the property once, and if you buy it as an investment, you can then rent out that property. And what happens when you rent it out? Every single month, your tenant pays you rent. So you've now done an action one time, you bought the property, but every single month that somebody is living in your house, you are now acquiring passive income. Whether you're asleep, whether you're in a different country, wherever you are, you're still acquiring every single month the rent, right? Tiff said online shop, real estate, business owner. So right, there we go, business owners, right? So what do we need to learn? So we need to learn that the rich and the wealthy, they don't work for money, right? The rich and the wealthy do not work for money, but they do make money work for them, right? So this is all about working smart and not working hard, right? So we know that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, right? The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. So we have to learn how to make money in our sleep. I think it was actually Warren Buffett that said, you have to learn to make money in your sleep, else you will work until you die, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give you 10 reasons why I chose network marketing, right? 10 reasons why I chose network marketing. Because there's a lot of people that don't really understand the power of network marketing, right? And the first thing that I want to tell you is to never, ever, ever let other people's results determine your actions. You can never let anybody else's results determine your actions. Because you know what happened when I first got into this space, and I first got into the investing space, because when I first entered, that is all I was here for. I was here to learn to trade, right? I was here to learn to trade. I wasn't here to build a business. I didn't know how to build a business, right? But what I learned was that if I listened and I continued to listen to other people's results or lack of results, that I was never going to be able to achieve the things that I saw all of these people that you mentioned in that chat achieve. Because we're so busy listening to people without the results that we get caught up, right? So if I listen to my friend's boyfriend's sister that said, oh, do you know what? It didn't work for me, or I did it for 2 weeks, or no, I heard it was a bit of a pyramid scheme. What I'm allowing myself to be influenced by somebody that doesn't have the results that I desire, right? So in network marketing, the amazing thing is that your results are determined by your efforts, right? It's one of the only places that your direct results are determined just by your efforts. So if you work harder, you're going to get paid more. In your job, can you give yourself a promotion every single day? Because you can do that over here. You can do that over here. You can give yourself a pay increase every single day. You can pay yourself every single day, right? Do you know that network marketing has created more millionaires than any other industry in the whole entire world, right? That is absolutely mind-blowing that it has created the most millionaires in the whole entire world. All right, so here we go. We're going to do the 10 reasons that I chose network marketing, right? So the first reason, guys, for my note takers, are that it enhances your income. There is no cap. You can just keep going and going and going. So where I came from, the education that I left school with, I knew that there was only so far in a career ladder that I was going to climb without investing into myself and having more education, right? Because one of the keys is education, right? And in this case, financial education. All right, so I knew it was going to enhance my income, and that's what I wanted, another stream of income, right? So number 2, it provides options in your life, right? Money gives you options. Whether we say we like money, for the people that think that the money is the root of all evil, let me tell you something. Income is not the root of your problems. It's really the root of your solutions. Someone's going to catch that soon. Income is not the root of your problems, but it is the root of your solutions, right? So again, it provides us options. Number 3, the third reason, is you start on a level playing field in network marketing. There is no discrimination. There is no social race, nothing. You can be red, blue, yellow, purple. You're going to come in, and if you work hard, you're going to get paid, right? You can come in from any background, any social status, and you have the same opportunities as every other billion person in this world. You start on the same playing field, right? Everybody started with 0 people in their business in network marketing. Everybody starts in the same place, right? So that is number 3. Number 4 is it gives you the option to learn whilst you earn, right? What else do we know that you can come into, right? You can pay your 1 startup fee and you can have a return on your investment the same day. Did somebody just hear what I said? You can come in and have a return on your investment in the same day that you made the investment. Where else in the world can you get a return on your investment on the same day that you put on the investment? I don't think they heard. I do not think they heard. There is nowhere in the world that you can come in and make an investment and get a return the same day, right? So you can learn whilst you earn. We have the option, and not just that. So right now it gives you an options in network marketing. There's so many different network marketing options, but what you can do is you can learn to trade, and I can earn from trading whilst learning to build a business. A year ago, I had absolutely no idea how to start a business, right? This is giving you so many different streams of income, and we are leaving money on the table, right? So that is my number 4. And low overheads, guys. Like I said, I had ideas about passive income, but could I afford to buy a house to then rent it out? No, because I would be living on the street, renting out a house, right? I could not afford the overheads. I wanted to build a company. Could I afford to register a company and employ people and make an office and all of these things? All you need in this space is a smartphone and Wi-Fi. Like, it is absolutely mind-blowing what you can do with no overheads, right? It's crazy. All right, so that is my number 4. Number 5, it increases your influence, right? It increases your influence. And what I mean by that is you can now turn around and influence and impact other people's lives through network marketing. This is not a me thing, this is a we thing, right? We are creating millionaires. And just having the impact to do that on other people's lives, because you're not another mouth to feed, right? You're not another mouth to feed because you've poured into yourself. So now you can turn around and pour into someone else. So that was my 5th reason. Number 6. Number 6 is it will make you a better person. And I am testament to the fact I can sit here confidently and say, network marketing has made me a better person. The morals that we have here, the integrity that we have here in the wealthier world is a family, is an absolute family. And all it is encouragement and support and love. Encouragement, support, and love. It will make you a better person because you're embracing the good values and the values that you're choosing. So you're surrounded by people choosing to be on the same path as you. You're no longer surrounded by circumstance. You're no longer surrounded by circumstance, people that you've grown up with, people that are just in your life because they're in your life, your colleagues. I'll even go as far as to say that your family members. Like, this is a chosen family. And I've chosen to surround myself with people that are on the same journey to financial freedom and that want to win with me. And there's no better feeling. There is no better feeling in this business than when somebody comes to me and says, thank you. Thank you, Lisa, for not giving up. Thank you, Lisa, for saying yes, because you said yes, I'm now here. Thank you for allowing me to quit my job. Thank you for allowing me to make £5,000 a month, no income claims, right? Thank you for doing this. Thank you. Right, there's no better feeling than that. So number 7, the 7th reason is it allows you to add value to those around you by growing yourself. So you're not just pouring into other people and not getting anything back. You're pouring into other people because this is a push and pull thing, right? This is a push and pull business, right? So your team, your people, the people you're surrounding yourself with, they are pushing you up and then you are pulling them up. Let me say it again. They're pushing you up and then they are pulling you up. Sorry, they are pushing you up and then you are pulling them up. That's number 7. So celebrating others, getting the results by growing yourself and helping others grow in return. So number 8 is turning strangers into family. Turning strangers into family. There's so many people on this call that a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago, that were strangers and that I now consider to be family, that have come in and are pushing and pulling with me because we're all striving for the same financial freedom. And let me tell you something, Ayana, sis, 100% is so amazing. Let me tell you something, strangers will believe in your vision before your friends and family believe in your vision. It's not until the strangers started to clap and celebrate for me that my family members turned around and said, you know what? I see what you're doing over here. Maybe I need to join this. I see what you're doing. But when I first started and I was like, hey guys, come. They were like, oh, it's just Lisa, you know, Because do you know why? Because strangers see you for where you're going, but your friends and family see you for who you are. The strangers see you for where you're going. They see the vision. The first person to ever join my business was a loyal Uber driver. So do not be discouraged if you are sharing a business idea, if you are sharing a business, if you are sharing a vision and people are not listening. Right? Because when the strangers start to celebrate you, people are going to turn heads. Your time is coming. I want someone to type in the chat, my time is coming. My time is coming. My time is coming. That's number 8. Number 9, I'm going to wrap this up. Number 9 is once your mind expands, it can't go back. Once your mind expands, it cannot go back. I cannot go back to where I was a year ago because I've expanded so much. I've grown so much that I cannot go back to where I was before. There's just no way. in a year, I have built a global business from my house. Where else could me, little South London Lisa, build a global business from behind Zoom in a world crisis pandemic? There is nowhere until you are surrounded by the right people. Yes, once your mind expands, you cannot go back. It is impossible. It is absolutely impossible, because you experience things that change how you think. And once you've changed how you think, you can no longer think in that same way. So when negativity comes towards me now, I have a solution-based focus. I'm not thinking about the problem anymore. If you come to me with a problem, I'm only coming back to you with a solution. I don't have time to talk about the problem. What's the solution? How are we going to fix it? That's number 9. And that's I'm a testament to this, because it's totally given me a mindset shift in these last 12 months. And the last one, number 10, before I wrap this up. Number 10, network marketing allows you to be a part of a great team. It's a law of association, right? If I'm surrounded by 5 millionaires, what do you think I am going to become? If I am surrounded by 5 millionaires, what am I going to become? People say you can't be friends with Oprah and be broke. It's impossible. You can't get in a circle. If you level up your circle, if you find a new circle, don't be afraid to talk to new people. So many people are scared of network marketing. They don't want to do it, but I tell you what, they need to do it. It's wants versus needs. Maybe you don't want to talk to 10 new people a day. Maybe you don't want to do this, but I tell you what, you need to. That's right, you're going to be the 6th one. You're going to be the 6th millionaire if you surround yourself with millionaires. A year ago, I didn't have any millionaires in my phone book. I didn't know a millionaire. Now I can call a couple millionaires on my phone and say, hey bro, hey sis, can I get your advice? Because if you're taking advice from millionaires, guess what kind of results you're going to get? A lot different ones from the ones I had a year ago. Right, so I want to wrap this up by saying, guys, we are on our way, and passive income is literally amazing. Like, if I can tell you one thing about passive income, is that Fridays are my favorite day. If you know, you know. And I am going to end with the quote that I said earlier, which is, income is not the root of all your problems, but it's rather the root of all your solutions. Income is not the root of all your problems, but it is the root of your solutions. Thank you for listening. I hope you got some nuggets. I hope you got some gems. I hope you took some notes. I appreciate every single one of you that have been on this call. And I want to now hand over to an amazing, amazing woman. She is a mother of a beautiful daughter who she is breaking generational habits for and in front of, proving to her child that you can do anything. She's a photographer, she's a traveler. She is, let me say it if you know, she is the DeLorean Queen. She is the DeLorean Queen. Delo Nation, where you at in this chat? Because I am bringing to the stage the chair lady that is Tara.
Oh my goodness. Lisa, can we drop some flames, some fire, some sevens? I don't even know. Drop anything that makes you happy. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Lisa has just dropped some serious gems. I have to give it all the way back to her. That is my girl. I love her. You see everything she's talking about, building networks, expanding yourself. You know, this is how I actually came to even get to know her. Like, you know, through this platform, through this business, like I gotta give, you have to give, throw the flames, throw the fire. She needs it all, because what she said, yeah, if you guys didn't take notes, you're crazy. Like, I'm so sorry to insult people on this call, but if you do not take notes from what she said, you are crazy. It doesn't make any sense, because she executed it perfectly. She said it perfectly. Passive income is the way to go, guys. Yeah. And she led me into what I want to talk about perfectly, because I want to come and talk to you guys about expanding your network. All right. So my name is Tara. As Lisa said, I'm a mom of one beautiful, beautiful daughter. And she actually is someone that, you know, I always want to teach her how to be the best that she can possibly be. And I'll be honest with, you know, joining this opportunity, this actually helped me. So I want to make sure everybody can hear me. First of all, drop me some ones if you can hear me. Drop me some ones if you can see me. I want to make sure that you guys are ready to listen. Get your notepads out. We are about to do this. All right. There has been some amazing, amazing speakers. Some people that I've actually not even heard speak before. So hearing them say all these things and, you know, how this has impacted their lives, I'm mind blown. I can't even tell you. I can't say anything else. I am actually mind blown, because seeing how this is impacting so many people's lives just by making that change, just by saying yes to, you know, this opportunity, is crazy. It's crazy. So I just want to give it up to everybody that has spoken so far. I know, you know, I can see our notes are all intertwined, guys, because Lisa said some stuff, Nathan said some stuff, Tiff, Oswald, you guys, everyone said some things that we can all relate to, you know. So I want to talk to you guys really about expanding your network. All right. So I have been a part of IAM for 18 months now. And you know, I wouldn't have been a part of this if someone didn't give me this information. Yeah, that someone being my mentor, Tosin, you know, I actually am able to receive this information from her. She gave me this information. She said to me, listen, I feel like you're someone that, you know, you're about your coins. You don't want to work for the rest of your life. I'm going to introduce you to this opportunity. And it was up to me. It was up to me to take it and run with it, you know, and that is really what networking is about. Yeah. So if you are somebody that is a part of this business, even if you're not a part of this business, but you network every day, all right, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your business, whether it's at schools, you know, if you go and pick up your kids from school, you network with, you know, the school moms, the parents, the teachers, whoever it may be, right? So networking is everywhere. And this is what people fail to understand. Networking can actually take you to places that education can't, right? And this is not me knocking education. Don't get me wrong. Education is key. Knowledge is power, right? But networking can take you to places and show you things that education itself cannot do. And that's what we're all trying to do here, right? So I've recently, you know, started trading with this DeLorean strategy. I'm not here to talk about that today, actually. So, you know, I realized that, you know, trading with this strategy allowed me to open doors to different networks. All right. So I started using this platform, this particular strategy 4 months ago, whereas I've been a part of the IAM platform for 18 months, and actually opening myself to, you know, talking to the people that I know who are doing it, and I can see them, you know, making gains from it. I'm just like, I want to know what this is. Yeah. Do you know what the one thing that holds people back from networking? I want you guys to drop some things in the chat. I'm going to give you the main thing that always holds people back from networking. But drop in the chat. I'm interactive, guys. I like to hear I like to see, you know, what you guys think. I want you to tell me, what do you think holds people back from networking? You know, Dr. F already hit the nail on the head. You guys have already hit the nail on the head. And I speak about this a lot. And the reason why I speak about it a lot is because it is the main thing that actually gets people to that space of, I can't do this. Yeah. Fear will hold you back. I want you to type it in the chat. I am fearless. If you are somebody that has been fearful, today is your day to, that's done. We're done with that. Okay. You are not fearful anymore. You are fearless. Affirm it. Say it every single day, because the thing is, this is going to hold you back from everything that you are able to achieve. All right. Some of us are out here, we're holding ourselves back because we are scared to be out there and talk to people, when these are the kind of people that could build our business. These are the kind of people that can take us to next levels, next journeys. All right. And, you know, as Elisa said, I'm a photographer. If I wasn't someone that was able to network and try and talk to people, you know, I would not have a business. I would not have a business at all. So fear is something that it's important, but at the same time, it isn't. All right. It's important to overcome it, but it isn't important to embrace it. You need to leave it alone. If you are somebody that has been, you know, fearful of something, like think about that one thing that you keep bringing yourself to do, but something just holds you back. That's that fear. That's that fear that's right here in your head that is saying, yo, you can't do this. You ain't good enough. You're not great. And you know what? I have to touch back on what Oswald said. I really like that, you know, he has his affirmation things all over the house. That is something that you need to do, because it's like you need to affirm every single time that you are good enough to do it. Don't ever let anybody dull your shine. I say it all the time. Do not ever let anybody dull your shine. If you want to build your network, if you want to expand on your network, you need to give up that fear. Yeah, you need to give up. So from today, if you are someone that is on this call and you said, I can't do that thing, you're going to do it. All right. You're going to do it. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take you, but you are going to do it, because fear will never hold us back. All right. So as I said, I am actually here to talk about expanding your network. So I want to speak about some of the things that have helped me to expand my network. Okay. So building relationships. Yeah, that is definitely a key thing. You have to build relationships with the right people. Oswald said it also, you know, if you're building relationships with people that, you know, you're having accountability. Lucky I have, you know, the amazing Lisa, that's actually one of my accountability partners. If you are actually not holding yourself accountable, right? Or you don't have someone that is helping you, you know, to hold you accountable for your actions, then you will never build. You will never expand. You know, if you're someone that says, oh, I'm shy, everything you speak, everything you're saying out of your mouth, that's what you're affirming for yourself. If you say I'm shy, you're going to be shy. Sit down in the mirror, look at yourself and say, I'm not shy. I'm going to do this today. Today, I'm going to do this. You have to affirm it. Speak it into existence. The power of manifestation is real, guys. Yeah, I am living proof. Believe me. All right. So you guys need to make sure that you are manifesting the things that you want. If you want your business to grow to 10,000 people, speak it every day. Write it in your bathroom mirror. Write it on your wall. Have things that you can see in front of you. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Everyone is talking about this, you know, your goals and the things that you need to achieve. In order to expand on your network, you have to be able to, you know, speak to people, be out there, stop allowing things to hold you back. All right. Build your relationships with the right people. Do not build relationships with people that are going to hold you back. As Lisa said, if you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, what are you going to be? You're going to be the 6th, right? So you need to make sure that you are out there expanding and building relationships with the right people. All right. And also another thing, so many of us are people that, you know, we sit here and we watch so much on social media. All right. Utilize your social media. Do you know how I got to this point of understanding, this point of building relationships with different people throughout IM and throughout my photography? I spoke out. I went on social media. I started talking to people. I wasn't fearful. I was fearless, because I knew that if I'm on social media, why am I scrolling through? What am I going to do scrolling through? That's not making me money. That's not helping me to achieve my goals. That's not helping me to get to the place that I want to be. So why not utilize this? So let me give you a prime example. So I actually did a call with, you know, my amazing mentor, Mr. Tyrone Foster. And at that point, I felt like I was not good enough. I was like, I can't do this. I can't talk to a 6-7 figure educator and say to him, hey, can you get on a Zoom call with me and you know, help me to expand my network? I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. I said, you know what? I'm not where I want to be. And that's the problem that we all have. We want to get somewhere first before taking action. You need to take action in order to do what it is that you want to do. All right. I want everyone in the chat to type in, take action. Take action. You will never ever build anything without taking action. Okay. So this is something that we all have to do. We all have to take action. Stop all of this. Too much talking, not enough action. All right. And the way I was able to actually, you know, get my my mentor on this call was by just simple things. I sent him a DM. All right. I sent him a DM on Instagram. You guys be out here, you know, making comments and DMing people that ain't ever going to reply to you. Just stop it. All right. Give yourself some value. All right. Give yourself some value. Send the right messages to the right people. And you know what? I sent that message with all hope in mind that, you know, I don't know whether he's going to reply, whether he's not going to reply, but I'm going to put myself out there. And that's what people fail to do. People look at me and they say, oh, she's so confident. She's so this, she's so that. No, anyone can be this. Anyone can be sitting here right and doing this. But it's about you. Are you somebody that actually wants to be, you know, you want to expand your network, you want to build your business, or you're just sitting on the sidelines watching other people doing it and saying, oh, she's so great, she's so this, she's so that. Why can't you be that person? Yeah. Why can't you be that person to do this? So that's what, so when I reached out to Tyrone and I said to him, listen, I've got, you know, I really want to get my people on this strategy. Like, this strategy is amazing. Shout out to DeLorean Nation, you know. So, you know, can you do a call with me? And he said, yes. That's all he said. He just literally said, yes, I will do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I ran up and down my house, I jumped, I screamed, I went, mom, mom, mom. And you know, as Lisa said, you know, sometimes your family don't really know what's going on in your life. So when I'm screaming, telling my mom, you know, this educator's about to do a call for me, she's just like, oh, that's great. But then she didn't understand what that meant to me. Yeah, she didn't understand what that meant to me. And when I got on this call and I had, you know, 200 plus people on this call, I was like, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to expanding your network. Yeah, I connected with somebody. I wasn't fearful, not looking at the fact that he is someone that is a 6 and 7 figure earner. I'm looking at him like, I want to be where you are. The only way to get where you are is to build that relationship. Yeah. And now I can speak to him at any time. We can talk at any time, just from that one moment of me reaching out to someone that was actually going to help me to get to the level I wanted to be. All right. So I was so grateful when he was able to do that for me. And I sat there and I said to myself, you know what? This is what I'm going to do, you know, in everything. When it comes to expanding my network with everything. So with my photography, like, you know, just reaching out to people that you might think, oh, they're not going to reply, you know, offering my services. Hey, I can do this for you. Would you like this? Even if they don't reply, so what? Like, why do you care? Like, why do you care so much about what they say or what they don't say? Put yourself out there. Put yourself in a position that you would like to be in, all right? So put yourself in a position and say, right, do you know what? I would like to be a 6 and 7 figure earner. Are you going to talk to Sally from down the road that ain't even got a job? No, you're not. You're not going to talk to her. You're going to talk to, I don't know, George, who's a 6 and 7 figure earner. They've been making money for the past year and they are consistent and they are expanding. That's who you're going to talk to. Stop giving your time and energy to people that don't mean anything to you. Stop giving your time and energy to people that don't actually care about what you're doing. You see Lisa, you see Jay, people like that. These are the people that I give my time and energy to. Someone that I've known for over a year, just about a year now, I've known them. And I can give my time and energy to her rather than someone that I've known 10 years, because as soon as I start talking about the things I want to achieve and how I want to expand, they don't care. Oh, let's go out, let's do this, let's do that. No, don't worry about that. So you need to put yourself out there. If you are someone that feels like I'm not confident, start looking at things that will help you become confident. Start looking at things that are going to help you, you know, become that person that you want to be. Stop idolizing all these people that don't give a damn, like, that don't care, like celebrities, all these people that you're trying to slide in their DMs to say, oh, you're so great at doing. No, talk to the people that are going to take you to where you want to be. Yeah, talk to the people that are going to take you to the next level, because some of us are doing the most for people that will never even give them a look in. All right, associate yourself with the correct people. It is all about who you associate yourself with. Right now, I can sit here and say I've expanded my network, especially with this business, not only with this business, but then especially with this business. Like, I've expanded my network. I am a part of so many different, you know, I have different relationships with so many different people now, and it has helped me. And I don't even have to say it. I don't even have to open my mouth and say, oh, you know, this is what I'm doing. People are seeing it now. You can see it. Stop trying to force something. Like, stop trying to force a situation that won't happen. All right. Put yourself in a position where you're like, okay, cool. People are seeing me now. Don't try and force your friends, all these people that you're trying to get into your business that are not hearing you right now. Don't worry about that. They're going to see you. They're going to see you, and then they're going to come to you and they're going to say, hey, you know what, Tara, that time when you were saying this and saying that and blah, blah, you probably might not even have time for them. I'm so sorry. Now, I'm not even, I know it might be the truth, but I mean, it might be harsh, but it's the truth. You need to start worrying about those people that are going to run with you. I know Tosin always says it, run with the runners. Run with the runners. And if you really want to expand on your network and you really want to build and become that person that you want to be, you've got to be fearless. All right. That is the main thing. You got to run with the runners. You've got to be fearless. Expand your network by building with the right people. All right. Because not everybody is going to be for you. Not everyone is going to be for you. It doesn't matter how, you know, how strongly and passionately you feel about that person. All right. They might not be running with you. You've got to run with those that are going to run with you. All right. So make sure you get out there, put yourselves on social media, talk to the people that you feel like, I don't fear anything. I don't fear anything or anyone. I will message someone with 500,000 followers. I'll message someone with 500 followers. I'll message someone with 5 followers. If I can see that they are going to be of value to me, I'm out there. I'm out there. I'm gonna be out there. And this is what holds us back. You know, this is definitely what holds us back. So guys, I want to wrap it up. I hope you guys have caught some gems. I hope you guys have heard what I'm saying, because expanding is the key to building your business. All right. If you want that passive income that we talk about, Fridays, we love a Friday. You know that Friday is passive income day. Yeah. So I hope you guys have had some, you know, got some knowledge from this. And I hope that you guys are going to go out and be fearless. Fear will be the death of you, guys. It will. And I know it sounds very harsh, but it's the truth. Fear will be the death of you. If you don't get out there, pursue your goals, your why has got to be strong. All right. Your why has got to be absolutely solid. All right. So guys, I want to wrap it up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But the next person that I'm going to bring on, it gives me such great pleasure to bring her on. When I look at this lady, first of all, I see class, I see elegance, I see yummy mummy, and I'm just like, wow. Every single time I have actually seen this lady, I just think to myself, she is going places. All right. She's a wife and mother of two beautiful, beautiful boys. And she is a HR and recruitment specialist. Yeah. She's been a part of this platform for 5 months, and already she's impacting so many lives. She's helping so many different people. Yeah. And I know I see it with my own eyes. I see how much she supports. Instagram tells me, all right, you can see it. She's always supporting, giving up so much time, you know, so much effort, supporting everybody that is a part of the team. And this is the kind of person you want to surround yourself with, right? So I want to bring on to the platform, I want to bring on the beautiful, beautiful Ayana. Are you there, Ayana?
Hi guys, Tara, you got me blushing. Hi everyone, thank you guys for being on the call. Before I even get started, we have to blow up the chat for Tara. So guys, drop some ones in the chat for Tara, because what she's just said is amazing. One of the things that stuck out for me is run with the runners. And guys, I can say that this call is a testament to the wealthier world, to the fact that we are all here together running with the runners. You know, everything that we've shared, everything that we are going to, you know, continue to share on this call is just a true testament to what this platform is doing for us all, in how it can help you. It's really amazing just to be connected with all of you guys. So again, you know, I just like to second everything that's been shared so far. And, you know, just to kind of continue on what Tara was speaking about, I'm going to be speaking to you guys about social media mastery. So I just want to kick off, guys, just so you know, it's going to be interactive. I want to kick off by asking you guys, what does social media mean for you? So is social media entertainment? Is it for networking? What do you use social media for? What are some of the things that you think social media, you know, does for you or is to you? So if you guys can just drop it in the chat for me, please. So Oreo said networking, connections. Thanks, Charmaine. Networking, business and sharing. That's good. Exposure. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's really, really good. I can see those coming through, guys. So the reason I asked this is because, you know, I remember there being a time where social media was just a bit of entertainment for me. It was just an opportunity to just sit down, scroll, look for all the things I like. There was not really any purpose behind what I was doing. It was just a bit of something to do to pass time when you was just chilling and doing nothing. But guys, I'm here to share with you. Social media is a free marketing and branding tool. It is a platform that is allowing us all to reach worldwide, international platforms and individuals. It's an opportunity to connect. We're living in a time whereby, you know, you can reach the other side of the world just by what you share on your page. Now, you know, if you think back to the times when there was no social media, when you were trying to build your business, when you were trying to connect with people, when you were trying to grow your numbers, it would have been impossible, or you'd literally have to physically spend your money to travel, to go to these places, to be able to even, you know, meet new individuals or spend time and learn about different types of markets. So social media is key, guys. Another one of the things I would say is that, you know, it's a marketing tool, it's a networking space, and it gives you the opportunity to share your journey, the opportunity to leverage what it is you're doing. So, you know, it's important for us all in any form of business that you're doing. You want to be sharing your journey. You want to be sharing your promotions. You want to be, you know, sharing everything that's there for others to see the truth. It's an opportunity for us in particular to show the truth behind the $6.6 trillion market, the trading market. You know, some individuals say it's a scam or they're not sure about things. And a lot of the time, a lot of the comments are made because people are unsure. But this opportunity, you know, social media is a platform for us to be able to share and show our truth, which shows the reality of the opportunities that are out there for so many individuals. So one of the things I'd like to do is, you know, ask everybody while we're going through this call, if you want to have a look, if you're you know, logged in on your laptop and you've got your phone to hand, have a look. So while we're going through these things, you can start to look at your social media page and see if there's bits and pieces that you can improve on. Then you may even realize that there's things that I'm already doing. So you know you're already on track, guys. So let's just keep this going. So one of the things I've also mentioned as well is the fact that you're able to give value to your audience. Now, some of us feel as though we're not all the way where we want to be. So what do I have to share? What is it that I can say that's going to give value? Guys, I'm here to tell you, we all have value to give. We all have something to share because we're all unique individuals, and something I share versus something Jade shares or Yvonne shares or Oswald shares is going to be completely different because we're all experiencing this journey, our journey in business, in trading, in different ways, and we all have things to share that is going to reach different types of people. So it's important that we see the value in what it is we have to share on our social media platforms. So just moving on now to what are the benefits. So, you know, what are some of the benefits that you guys think that social media can bring to you in your business and in your trading? So just drop a few things in the chat for me, guys. What are some of the benefits you think that you get from using social media, from utilizing the platforms? Just drop a few things in there for me, guys. I'll wait for those to come in before I continue. New ideas, amazing. That is very, very true. Connections. Come on, let's keep it going. Let's see what else we've got coming through. Further reach. Yep, that just kind of touches on one of the points I was going to share with you guys. So for me personally, I have connected with individuals in the US, in Ghana, in Nigeria. I've even had video calls with people on Instagram. You know, they actually have the opportunity now to do live video on Instagram, and just been able to have conversations with people, connect with them, and just speak about what it is they're doing in their life, sharing what you're doing on your platform. And it's just building connections in places. And one day, just one day, you don't know, it's going to pay off. It's going to be something that you're going to say, wow, I remember when I connected with that guy a year ago. And now, you know, I've actually connected with him to you know, work on the business. He's actually now joined my team, or you just don't know. And as Tara said, it's about being fearless. It's about being willing and open just to connect with people. And as Joyce said here in the chat, to gain information, you learn from others. It's so important that you remember that when you're speaking to other individuals, there's always something you can learn. So you have to have your ears open. You know, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So sometimes in our interactions, it's good when we are able to just quieten down and listen and look and see what it is we can gain. And social media gives you a lot of that. The amount of information, the amount of value that you get from what other people share is priceless. It is priceless. So, you know, also I wanted to touch on the fact that the benefit of social media is staying connected with people from our past. So as we're growing and we want to be around the millionaires and the billionaires, and we want to rub shoulders with the right individuals, it's also important that we stay connected with those from our past, because we underestimate sometimes the value that we can give to those who sometimes get left behind because you think, oh, I went to school with that person. You know, sometimes we don't even stay connected. If any of you are on this call now in 2020, do not have social media, guys, follow me, I_the_Queen, and I will help you get a page set up, because you need to be on social media. You need to be reaping all the benefits that it can bring to you as a person, to your business, to your trading, whatever it is you are working on. The social media platform is very, very important. And as I was speaking about before, the fact that individuals from your past, when you have social media, I've been able to stay connected to friends from school, people from college, university, and those same individuals who aren't a part of my life in my everyday life right now are still able to connect with me and say, Ayana, I saw you share an Instagram live video, and oh my gosh, I love your videos. Please keep sharing those videos. Family members who I've not seen in years, who live in places that I've not actually visited for a long time, are still connecting. So it's giving you an opportunity to stay connected with those from your past, and it gives you an opportunity to get connected with those that are coming in your future, because great things are coming, guys. So I'm just going to go through now 10 top tips. It's going to be a mixture of different bits and pieces of things that you can do on your page. So make sure you've got your pens and your pads and you can make notes of these things, guys. So first of all, You want to use your bio on your social media page as your business card. This is the opportunity for you to promote what it is you are about as a person, what your business is about, you know, all of the things that you want your followers, those who look on your page and click on your page, to see and think, right, this is what I want to be known by. So you want to include, first of all, you want to make sure you've got the link to the Wealth for Your World official. That shows you are linked to this amazing team, the amazing platform. It shows you are linked to a bigger picture, and there's a bigger purpose behind what it is you share on your page. You also want to put in the link, because if you have individuals who want to click and join your business, you want them to have access to your link immediately, to be able to go on and get started in your business. They can message you and DM you if they need guidance, but you know, you've provided that information to them straight away, and they can actually have a look. And sometimes that again will help other individuals to get answers to the questions that they may be thinking, oh, I'm not sure, I wonder how this works, I wonder what that's about. They have those links to be able to go and do, you know, have a look for themselves and get a feel for what it is you're sharing on your page. Second of all, guys, whenever we are posting or sharing anything that I'm gonna touch on in a moment, it's important that we're using hashtags. So some people are not sure what that is. So obviously, if you put a hashtag on, whether it be a story or a post, you want to put down, whatever focus group you're trying to target. As they say, every business has a target market. If you say, I want to try and reach out to mums, single mums, or mums, you know, in the UK, or dads in the UK, or women in business, men in business, ladies in Atlanta, you know, whatever it is in specific, the area, the country, the type of target market, you need to be including them in everything you're doing in hashtags, and just adding it on everything you can, because that will draw that audience to those posts. And if somebody types that hashtag in, your post will come up, or your story or your highlight will come up, and they'll be able to view it, and that will then bring more crowd to your page. Also, in terms of stories, so if you're not sure what those are, I know that a lot of the platforms have almost all of these things now, because Instagram started the trend and all of the others started rushing to make sure that they had it because it was working for the platform. So when you have highlights and stories, so highlights on your page, on your Instagram, you'll usually see just small circles just below the bio where you're able to click on, and these allow any stories that you've shared previously to remain on your page. So it's just highlights of things that you've shared in the past, because when you share a story, it only stays on for 24 hours. So your stories you can share, they stay for 24 hours. And ideally, if you want to keep a momentum on your page, you need at least 10, I would say 15 stories minimum at any one time to keep that flow going, because you want to have content to be sharing with your followers at all times. Now, those obviously disappear every 24 hours. If you want to keep it, you then create a highlight. So again, guys, you can reach out to myself if you want to get any information on how to do something if you're not sure on your page. And again, it's just leveraging, sharing things, the calls that we're doing, the trainings that we're doing, any of your successes, any of your trainings, share your journey, share it all, put it out there, because you have so much value to give in what it is you're doing on a day-to-day basis that you probably think, oh, that's just me just trying to learn, you know, a new strategy. That can be something that will pique interest with another individual, help somebody else who's like, right, I'm actually trying to learn that. Let's connect, let's work together. So guys, I would also say when you're posting on your page, so, you know, we'll share pictures. Sometimes you may share positive motivational quotes. It's important, I personally feel, in terms of building up your brand and the quality of your page, make sure that your posts are in alignment. They're aligned. You're not cutting off the text. If I'm trying to share a positive quote, but the very last word is chopped off, you're not going to get the fullness of what I'm trying to share. So I'm quite picky personally, guys, but I think it's important that everything is aligned. The quality of the pictures and the images that you're posting need to be top quality, guys. If you have something you want to share and it's not clear and it's not something that you think is going to look good on your page, go and recreate it. Take that message, personalize it. There's so many different apps that you can use to create content for your page. Go and create it and share it. That way you get it the best quality that you know you want to put out on your page. It's really, really important. Also, guys, going on to Insta Live videos. Now, this is probably one of the things that everybody tends to shy away from, and they think, oh my gosh, I don't want to go live, I don't want to go on a video, I'm shy, I don't want the camera on me, I don't want to be in a position where I have to speak in front of people. Oh, Jade says she's guilty. Don't worry, Jade, I've been seeing your lives recently and you've been smashing it. But guys, Insta live videos are the difference between really truly connecting with your audience, because I can write posts all day and share things all day, but I am gonna, I'm hiding slightly behind the things that I'm putting out, and people are getting an understanding of me as a person, but only to a limit. Now, if you really want to connect, for people to be able to see you, hear your voice, really connect with the message that it is you have to share, a specific topic, it's important that they're seeing you live in the flesh, speaking about something. Your passion comes through when you are on a live, because if you're speaking about something and you're passionate about it, that is going to be seen. Whereas if you share something on your page, that passion may not necessarily be felt as much as it is on the live. So you're able to share, you're able to create topics, you're able to engage with people, because when people jump on your live and they see you on live and start conversating with you, that gives you an opportunity to share value, to engage with them, to discuss things, to answer questions. And a lot of the time, some people aren't always comfortable to jump in the DMs. They may be a bit fearful, again, as Tara was talking about. So it's important that we are making sure that we're giving them the opportunity to engage with us. Also, guys, we need to make sure that we're tagging our team, and our followers, and making sure that we are engaging with those that are in the wealthier world. So I always try and tag other individuals on the team so that they can see my posts, they can see what I'm doing. I like to comment and share their posts, their stories, and help each other to build our networks. It's really, really important. And again, just making sure you're sharing your interests, your results, your journey, or just put it all in there, guys. And you don't overthink, oh, should I share this? Should I not? You have to obviously have a level of discretion and remember your branding, which I'm going to go on to in just a moment, but it's important that you're sharing. And finally, you can upgrade to a business account for free if you choose to. So there's an option to do this on your Instagram where it enables you to see how many people have viewed each of your posts, how many individuals it's reached. It shows the growth percentage. So how many, how much of a growth did you have from one post versus the other? So you can see on your page what posts are working. If you're trying to get a certain amount of audience, a certain level of audience, a particular audience type, you're able to go and look at these insights, and it helps you know what is working on your page. So guys, just going into the last part of talking about social media, which is about branding, I'm just going to ask you guys quickly in the chat for me, can you drop 1, 2, or 3 words that you get from me? For those of you that are following me already, what do you get from my page when you go on my page? So you go on to Either Queen, drop 1 or 2 words for me, guys, in the chat, to tell me what it is you see. What do you get from my page? And I'm going to link that into what it is, reason why I'm going through that, guys. So what do you get from my page? If you follow me on Instagram, what are you getting from my page when you click onto my page? I just want to get a few things, guys. Let me see. Oh, proud mother. Oh, I love that one. Value, motivation, passion, honesty. Oh, guys, that's amazing. Because me hearing that is a prime example of why it's important. Happy vibes, motivation. Thank you, guys. Transparency, courage, clarity. Now, these are the things. At any point in time, we need to think about what we're sharing. And this is a key about branding. If I'm sharing something, if I'm putting things in my bio, if I'm putting things on my page, I need to be mindful. What are my audience getting from that? What am I putting out there? What are the things that other individuals are going to get? Are they going to get value from what I'm sharing, or is it just going to be something that they can just look at? Are they going to understand what I'm about, who I'm about, what I am as a person, who I am as a person, what I'm about as a person? So now, guys, I want to flip it and ask you to drop in there from how your page is currently set up. What do you think others will think when they look at your page? Just be honest, even if it's one thing. And, I'm not trying to do this in a way to make you feel negative about what it is on your page. Be confident, be proud of what you currently are sharing. Even if it's small, think of one good thing that that others will get from your page when they click onto your page. What will they get from you? Family man, honesty, See, exactly, guys. There's always something positive. Come on, guys. I want a few more. Let me see a few more so I can just give you the detail for branding, love, mother, food lover, motivation. Exactly. Cultured. See, it's amazing. Family, Forex, yoga, positivity, caring. This just shows me that already you guys are already seeing the value in what it is you share, and you know who you are and what you want. So guys, continue to share. Think about the things that you want your audience to receive when you're sharing and posting, because branding is a way for your audience to identify you as a business or as a person. That's why businesses have logos, and that's why they do certain campaign ads. It's important that when we think about what we're sharing, we want that to represent us. And it doesn't mean if you're doing Forex, you flood your page with Forex, because there's so much more that comes out of it. We speak about the compounding, we speak about the value, we speak about growing mindset. There's so much elements to the trading and the business that we're doing, that there's so much you can share in what it is you post. And every person needs to focus on building a brand. The question is, what is that brand? So start to think about what it is you're sharing, what it is you're putting out there, and make sure that you're utilizing this, everything I've spoken about, across all platforms. So even though we've kind of highlighted Instagram, you want to do Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You want to, create. If you, like, as I said earlier, if there's something that you want to share and it doesn't actually fit the standard, because your page has to have a standard, then go and create it. Get Canva. Then you go, there's so many different apps that you can get. Start to create content, be creative. We all have our own style. So you want to make your page your own. You want to use create flyers to promote your events, calls, anything you're doing. When you want to connect with people, promote it and have a standard. This is a business and we are serious about what we're doing, and we are growing and we're going places. So we want to do it in the right way. So create those flyers, use the Wealth for Your World logo, show that you're connected, show your personality. And most of all, guys, be consistent in when you're sharing on your page. 10 to 15 stories minimum. When we're sharing, we want to make sure that we are consistently posting pictures. I like to post promos of other people because I like to celebrate others. I think there's a big deal in sharing other people's success. And I look forward to when, it's my turn, because I know that many others will be willing to share because they see that's what I do. And I don't do it for the fact of others to do it for me. I like to celebrate others because I genuinely like to see people win. And that is one of the reasons why I'm still here in the Wealthy World, and will still be here in years to come, because so many individuals are celebrating each other, even for the small wins. And you do not get that in our day-to-day world. You do not get that in the corporate world. People don't really celebrate each other. It's all about competition. So here we can use the platforms to share and celebrate each other. So I hope you guys have got some value from what I had to share. As I said, you can follow me at I_the_Queen if you want any tips or help on what it is I've spoken about. And now, guys, I'm just going to hand over to the amazing Loveday Anyim. Now, before I even get him on the screen, guys, I just want to highlight that he's a father of 4. He's a professional IT consultant, a serial entrepreneur and business creator. He's my fellow boot camper. We went through boot camp together. He's turning into the HFX guru. So I'm going to be on your hotline, Loveday, because I'm getting into HFX myself and I need all the tips I can get. He's a digital content creator in the YouTube space. He loves to cook. If you go on his page, you'll see his go lives of him singing and cooking his food. And his family, guys, is his why. So he has an amazing, beautiful family that are a part of the platform, and they are the reason why he is doing this. So guys, keep those 7s, fire, flames, all the emojis, throw them in the chat, guys, as we introduce the amazing Loveday. Loveday, are you there?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I don't know if you still know where the chat box is. Please put 7777 for our wonderful Ayana. Oh my God, she is an HR specialist, investor in financial services and digital marketing. Oh, she is a team builder, and she has been building teams from across the whole continent. Isn't this beautiful? So today she taught us about social media, and now we are gonna be social. We are gonna be social with money, because it's time for money in making money in minutes, baby. So if you love to make money, I want you to look for that chat box and type in money. Money, 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 money. Come on, come on, come on. Type in money, 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 money. Because why? This is money in minutes. We are going to show you how simple it is to make money in minutes. We are going to show you the benefits of making money in minutes. You know, many of us work 9 to 5. Many of us put all our efforts into making money. This man you see here is a father of 4. 3 energetic boys. So you know how it is, you know, to have boys in the house. You know how it is to get boys ready all the time. So today I'm going to show you how that no matter your position, no matter where you are, you can make money in minutes. And this is called high frequency Forex. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now to show you how I make money in minutes. All right, how do we make money in minutes? See, this tool you see here is the hourglass. Find that chat box and type hourglass. Is the hour to make money. This tool shows you everything. It simplifies life for you. It simplifies everything for you. This is one tool that I'm grateful and happy that I've come across that makes life simple for me. If you see here, you can take a trade of 5 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes. You know, it calls the trade for you. It calls the trade for you and tell you what to do. It gives you the price range, where to enter. All right, this is not MT4. So if you are a regular Forex, listen, this is not MT4. This is where you trade directly, you know, with the brokers. So this calls out the trade for you. It gives you the time, and it shows you that when this arrow is up, it means you should buy or you should put. Find that chat box and say put. Write put inside. Come on. Find that chat box and write put, because it's money in minutes. We're gonna put in some money and put, and also we are gonna, all right, let me find this one. What did this say? This is also put, okay? And this tells you the arrow, the direction of the arrow. Earlier today, we learned about the harmonic scanner that scans the system and gives you the direction. This gives you the arrow, the direction. And what happens when it gives you the arrow and direction? You then implement it. Let me get my broker. All right. Okay. So now, if I get this now, so many people are going to be afraid. My God, what is this? Okay. This shows you what to do. It calls out the currency pairs. It tells you where the price is. So in HFX, we just take the last 3 points, the last 3 numbers, okay? For instance, now, let me get down to this. Come on, baby, let's make money in minutes. Okay, so here we have the brokers. We have the currencies, okay? Let me drag this out. Okay, we have the currency. You can trade currency, you can trade commodities, you can trade crypto. And you know the beautiful thing about this? You can trade weekends. Weekends, you can trade Saturday, you can trade Sunday, you can trade 7 days a week. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this beautiful? You can trade 7 days a week. Now, how do we trade? See, these are the currencies. When the hourglass tells you the number to either call or put, call means when I put up a call, it means that I'm looking for the price to be higher. As far as it ends in higher, I make my money. When I put out a put, it means that whatever the price is here, as far as it's lower than my point of entry, I make money. There's no stop losses. There's no calculation involved. Only just copy and paste. Get to that chat box and say copy and paste. Only just to copy and paste. This is what it is. Now, if you watch here, you will see that all the currency pairs have a percentage. What it means is that this is 70% of payout for this. So let's say, for instance, your time is in minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and so on. You can also put a trade for a day, depends on what you want. Now, this is the amount. You can put the amount you're willing to, to put in. Let's say, for instance, I go for £5. Now, because I chose the Euro GBP here, and Euro GBP is 78%, it tells me that if I win this trade, I'm gonna be paid €3.90. I'm using an Euro account. I'm gonna be paid €3.90 together with this. All right, so now let's just give an example. Let me go to the candle chart. Let me go to the candle chart and see what is happening here. Listen, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. All you need to do is focus on what the hourglass tells you. Focus on what the hourglass tells you, and you'll be able to take a put or you're able to put or, all right, 1 second. This, I want to get back into the broker. Okay, so here, let me just look at this, analyze it a little bit, because the market is closed in the other end, so but the broker is still open. So here, this is gonna retest. Okay, it's gonna retest, which means it's going up. So I want the price to be higher than this, or I want the price to come lower. Okay, so what am I gonna do? My timing is 1 minute. So in 1 minute, I want the price to be higher. Okay, so I put a put here. If you go in here, it's gonna see here, it shows me that this is where I entered. Okay, I entered when the price was 326. So for 1 minute, if this gets above this, then I'm gonna win the money. If it doesn't get above this, then I count a lesson. So in HFX, you either win or you have a lesson. Okay, we don't lose. You either win or you have a lesson. So this is just to show you how easy it is. Okay, now if you see here, it says market is closed. If the market is open, as this thing comes up, it's going to show you the time. It's going to show you what to click. Okay, so here we are going to take a lesson. Now in this, what this also shows us is that, okay, what this shows us is that you can double up. Okay, if you're expecting the price to be here, you can either double up or you can roll over. Meaning what? I can roll over for another 1 minute. If I'm seeing that the market is not in my favor, I can roll over for another 1 minute. Okay, like I said, this requires you to take the confirmations from the hourglass or the confirmations from the liberty of freedom. But I love the hourglass so much because it is very accurate. And listen, guys, this gives you about 200 trades a week. So what this means is that you can be at the car park. You can be at the car park. As you're stopping your car, you check your hourglass and you take a trade. Okay. Today, we are learning some lessons. That's to show you that money can go in minutes. Okay. Money can go in minutes. And now if you go back to the candle chart, let me look for another one, Euro CHF. Okay. Let me look for Euro CHF. All right. So here, from here, we can see that the price is coming down, which means the price might be below here. So I've shown you how to put and how to call, okay? I've shown you how to put and how to call. So guys, let us see if my prediction here works. Remember, the hourglass gives you everything you need, okay? The hourglass gives you everything you need. And you can always change your price before you put. You can go lower and it can go higher. And in the weather world, we have a rule. 3 lessons and you are out, okay? 3 lessons, close it up and leave. And you have to work with your compound plan, okay? You have to work with your compound plan. This is very important. And guys, we won this one, all right? So put in the chat box and say, we won this one because we just won this one. So guys, it is quite easy. It is quite easy, okay? You can either go on 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and the rest of them, okay? You can also, you know, this is one of the product that here, you know, you can join the Spanish class, you can, you know, join every other language. All you need to know is what is the language for a call and what is language for a put. And we take the education, which is very important. With the education, you'll be able to understand how this works. So guys, this is money in minutes. I want to stop sharing right now because I am blessed to have, you know, this wonderful mentor. She is an interior designer. You know, she specializes in designing luxury homes, you know, and now she is self-employed. She is an investor in the money market. She is a digital entrepreneur. She is a business owner, and she's mentoring individuals from across the globe. And I am one of the people that she is mentoring. You know, she is also a giver. She's part of a charity that helps vulnerable women and orphanages in Kenya. Listen, it goes right across the globe. Oh my gosh, she loves traveling, and she wants to create a better future for herself, her family, and every person she loves. Please put, you know, find a chat box, blow it up with some 7777777s before I bring my amazing mentor, Tosin. Come on, guys, blow up the chat because we just made money in minutes, baby.
Amazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Loveday, for just showing us how we can make money in minutes. Before we used to make money in 8 hours during the day, but now we're able to actually make it in minutes, which is insane. Thank you so much. I've got to give it back to you because you are not only you're not only killing it in this space, but actually you're somebody who's well educated, and you've also brought your family, your entire family, into this space and teaching them how to really invest. So I've got to give it back to you for teaching them how to not only make money, but actually make money work for them, which is incredible. It's so great to be on this call. I've been literally, guys, I've been writing notes myself in my notebook. So if you're not making notes right now, guys, you're playing yourself, because there has been gems upon gems and information that's been so helpful. Whatever you're in, whatever industry or business you're in right now, this is information and education that's really going to help you over the next couple of months to really start to set you up for next year, because next year has already begun for us. We're not thinking about 2020 right now. That's why we say 2020 is not over yet. We're counting next year right this minute. If you guys are ready, type in number 1. If you're ready for 2021 already, I want you to type in number 1, because this is what we're doing, helping you to set up. And this call, yes, we called it back to business, because so many things have happened, but we are actually getting back to business, because we need business to run in order for us to make a living, right? And what I want to go through is I want to show you how do you start to, you know, navigate life like a boss and really make money moves in a practical way, and how do you get started in terms of the step-by-step process of that. But before that, I'll just give you a bit of a background of myself. Yes, I'm an interior designer, love what I do, absolutely love what I do. I did that as an employee initially, but then what I found was that I didn't have control of my time. And for me, time was important, because I'm sure a lot of you can resonate with that, because you have families, or you have goals, or certain things that you really want to do, but because you don't have the luxury of time, it means that you don't give yourself to those things that you really desire, or people that you really want to spend time with. They actually suffer as a result of that. And I did that as an employee. Then I decided, okay, I want to claim my time back. So I transitioned over to being self-employed, because I was like, yeah, I get to be my own boss. I get to, you know, do what I want to do. And what I found was, now the reality hits, because if projects didn't come in, I didn't get paid. You know, if you're a self-employed individual on this call, I'm sure you know that you need regular projects, or work coming in so that you can actually make a living. So what I found as a result of that, not having consistency, was that I started to literally live from paycheck to paycheck, and that gave me anxiety. And when I was introduced, for me, when I was introduced to the idea of learning the skill of Forex, and the reason why I said yes was because I saw the need to diversify my income. I want you guys to, I'm sure a lot of you have a mobile phone, but I want you to find the chat box, because I'm very interactive and I love people interacting with me. I want you to type into the chat box, how many apps do you currently have on your mobile phone right now that's making you money? How many apps do you have on your phone right now that's making you money? Because for me, I didn't have any before until I showed the idea of this. And I was like, that's nuts, because we're paying for this device each and every day. We're probably paying, if you're like me, you're paying more than £30 every month. And most of us are paying every single day, but then this thing is not giving us a return. But wouldn't it be amazing that you can turn this into something that pays you and something that can potentially free you each and every day? And I'm so happy and grateful that when I got connected with my mentor, who introduced me to the idea of it, and I started to take the step by step, really getting to grips with this, I just wanted to make a little bit of extra money to feel comfortable, if I'm being honest. But then what I didn't see it doing was actually replacing a full-time income for me. And that's what it did for me. So now I'm able to earn on the go just using this mobile phone. I love traveling, right? And what I didn't realize was, yes, I was rich in experience, but I was losing out in the largest financial market in the world. I was losing out in the market that affects so many of us each and every day, a market that I was already taking part in. So actually coming to learn this skill allowed me to not only travel, but also actually start to take part in profit, being able to pay myself in any location at any given time that I choose. And I'm going to show you guys exactly the 4 steps that I took that helped me to really transform my bank account. So I'm going to show you 4 steps. But before that, I'm just going to share with you exactly how I came into this. So I got connected to the Welfare World family. And what the Welfare World family is a family that empowers, that brings financial literacy to our current community so that we can really impact lives globally, but starting with people that looks like us. And I love the fact that I can see so many people that looks like me making it big, winning big. And my mentor was someone that I saw that was winning big, and then showed me the blueprint to start to win big, which I'm forever grateful for. And as a result of that, I've been able to connect with so many individuals. I've been able to network with people, been able to build relationships, see incredible results, and also be able to build a business as well through it. So here at the Welfare World, we actually provide elite education to that is not usual. There is not general information for the public, right? Because the rich and wealthy, they make money in a certain way, and then the 95% of individuals in the world, they make money in another way. So 95% of individuals in the world right now are employed or self-employed. So if you're currently employed or self-employed, type in E or S into the chat box, depending on what category you're in. And the reality is, majority of us, if we find ourselves in that box, what you're doing is simply exchanging your time for money. And at any time, anything can happen. You could lose a job, or we could get into this situation that we're all in, which was unexpected. But that means that you have to exchange your time for money. But then you have the 5% of individuals that they make money very, very differently. They are investors or business owners. And these people, they've learned how to make money in a smart way. So they are investors. So what is an investor? An investor is somebody who simply multiplies money, like Yvonne showed you guys earlier, how to use the scanner to grow your own money for yourself. And a business owner is somebody that builds systems. That means that money continues to come in whether you're present or not. This is smart money, guys. This is smart money. And Loveday has gone through how do you even be smart with your time and make money in minutes rather than in 8 hours, which for me is insane. I think the idea of being able to do that and shorten your time so you have free time to do whatever is it's incredible. And this is what it's been able to do for me and so many other individuals that's been able to share on this on the call today. So what do? We show you, we literally teach you how to access 5 money markets. And that's what I got shown. So how to access 5 money markets in the foreign exchange, in the foreign exchange market, which is Forex, that's exchanging currencies. The second market we teach you how to access is the HFX, which is trading binary options. That is, that's just money in minutes, right? And the third market we teach you how to access is the digital currency. So if you currently do online banking or you do internet shopping, any of that, you've already taken part in this, but we're just showing you how to make money in that market. And the fourth way we teach you how to make money, right, is being able to build a business. You're able to actually be a digital entrepreneur, pay yourself by building a business online. And the fifth way, I was like, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Now that means that I'm getting closer and closer, because there's 5 ways you can make money in these markets, which is crazy, guys. If you like the idea of able to make money in more ways than you currently do, drop in a yes into the chat box, because for me, this was mind blowing. So the fifth way is the e-commerce market, where you can actually build your own online store, just like Amazon. You can do that. You can actually do that. And that is incredible. So there are so many ways you can make money digitally. Everything's moving online. We've got online shopping. We've got, if you want to get a taxi, you get Uber on your phone, click the button. Anything you want to do now is moving online. So if you're not currently making money online, you're missing a trick. You need to be making money online right now, especially whilst we're at home. You can make money in your pajamas. You can make money at home. You can make money with your family. However you choose, you can make money. It's just about having the smart information. So how did I actually do this, right? So I started to learn Forex a little bit over a year ago. And I'm going to show you 4 simple steps that I took. So the first step I took is, I was a new beginner. I knew nothing. Let me see if I can share my screen with you guys. I actually knew nothing about this education. I knew nothing about, I'm just going to share my screen with you guys. Okay, amazing. So I hope you guys can see my screen. So when I started this, I knew nothing about Forex. I absolutely knew nothing about it. I didn't come from a financial background whatsoever, or I didn't have any financial literacy or economics background, nothing. And here at the Wealthier World, we've actually partnered with an academy called IM, which is an amazing, absolutely amazing academy. And when I was coming into this new, I love the fact that we have partnered with the best. So if you're stepping into something new, trust me, guys, what you want to do is partner with the best. And I love the fact that we've partnered with, an amazing platform that is the top education platform, actually teaching this skill, especially to the everyday person. And for me, I love being able to impact. So I love the fact that it wasn't for the elite. It was information that was for the elite, but made accessible to the everyday individual to really win financially and achieve their goals, whatever that might be. So the platform as well, we've been actually recognized in the Forbes magazine about 2 times already in the last 3 months. And also we've actually helped so many individuals. Over 400,000 families across the world currently have been impacted just through the power of this education. And I love the fact that as well, the CEO of the company that we've partnered with has been training for he's been training for over 30 years and has trained so many individuals on Wall Street as well, which is incredible. So when I first started, I'm going to show you 4 steps. So the first step number 1, is learn. So I want you to type in number 1 and learn into the chat box. So if you're new, whether this made sense to you, whether it doesn't, this is the first thing you do, because you don't know what you don't know. So you start with education. And this was great because as a new beginner coming in myself, I got to learn the basics all the way to advanced through 2 to 5 minute short bite-sized videos that told me the history, the theory, the terminology, all the jargon words that, is not the everyday person wouldn't understand. I got to learn all of that. I didn't even know that, this market was bigger than the stock market. I didn't even know that this market is a $6.6 trillion a day market that we are able to access every single day, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, all from our mobile phone. And this market, what I love about it, it's not like the stock market where people get it confused. A lot of people think it is the stock market, actually isn't. The stock market is based on reputation. However, this is actually, we are able to make money through the ups and downs of the markets. We don't really mind what's going on. We just need to know when to press buy or press sell, right? So most of you, I'm sure you've traveled on holiday. You've probably been somewhere recently, or you're planning to go somewhere in the future. We'll see what happens with everything going on right now. So let's say, for example, I wanted to go to America. I would basically need to exchange my Great British pounds to the American dollar. So all I am doing is exchanging currencies, but now I'm able to do that for myself. And this is the easiest way to get into investing with very, very little capital. So that's the first step. You're able to learn basics with 2 to 5 minute short videos to understand as a new beginner. Now the second step. So step number 2, I want you to type in number 2 and mentor into the chat box. What I loved about this was, yes, you learn the theory and stuff, but I like practical. And I know so many individuals that have learned this skill in the past that have actually told me they spent, over 15,000 just to learn this skill for 3 days. And then after that, they left to go pay some more money for a mentor that will now teach them after that. But this platform says, no, we're going to give you that so you can continue to learn and grow with a mentor. You have access to over 130 mentors, experts in this market. They have been thoroughly vetted by the CEO of the company. And what they do is now they guide you through step by step what to do in the market so you don't make a mistake. They tell you what button to press. They tell you when to buy, when to sell. They are teaching you to become independent gradually over a period of time, but you're actually making money on sessions with them. As you guys can see, there is a range of different schedules right now, you can see, right? And these schedules, what I love about them, it means that this you can work this around your lifestyle. Depending on when you're available, there's over 130 mentors that will literally walk you through step by step. And these mentors as well, what they're doing is not only teaching you, but they're helping you to make money whilst you're learning. And they are on throughout the day, so there's loads of different people on throughout the day that you can connect with, interact with, ask questions, and they would literally walk you through step by step. And then the third step for me, which I'm going to show you guys, the third step for me that I absolutely loved was the scanner. I'm not going to go through that, but what I loved about that was the fact that I'm going to share my second screen. All right, so the third step. So step number 3. So I want you guys to type in number 3 and earn into the chat box. Step number 3 is earn. Number 3 and earn into the chat box. For me, this was amazing. So when Yvonne was going through the harmonic scanner, this was like music to my ears because I love simple. So not only are you able to learn and grow with a mentor in step 2, but now you also have access to a range of different tools, and these are time-saving tools. There's a range of them depending on what personality you are. So if you're somebody that likes quick, there's something there for you. If you're someone that likes to take things at your own pace, there's something here for you. One of the ones we use a lot is the harmonic scanner, like Yvonne went through, where it simplifies the market for you, saves you time, it does all the work for you, tells you what to do whilst you're still learning and really growing in your understanding as a new beginner. But the brilliant thing about this is I went to university for 3 years. And during the time I went to university, I had to wait 3 years to complete, and then about another year of work experience that was unpaid. And during that season, I realized that in total, I went 4 years before I could translate my traditional education into an income, into income. And what this does is simply allows you to translate your education into an income almost immediately. You're able to start earning whilst you're learning at the same time, because it tells you exactly what to do so you can take the learning at your own pace. We have busy moms using this. We have lawyers, accountants, so many people from different professions, window cleaners. Depending on what your personality is, there's something here to suit each and every person and their lifestyle. So I'm not going to go through the harmonic scanner, but like I said, there's a range of different things to suit different personality to really allow you to start making money in these markets all through your mobile phone. I'm going to stop sharing the screen right now. And then the fourth step, so number 4 is apps. I want you to type in number 4 apps into the chat box. So for me, I have my time varies from time to time. I'll be honest. My time varies from time to time. Sometimes I'm really busy. Sometimes things are a bit slower. And I love the fact that you also get access to apps. And what these apps do is basically they send you a text message, tells you when to buy and when to sell, gives you the currency pair, tells you when to take your profit. And you're able to spend less than a minute to type that into your mobile phone and get on with your day. No work whatsoever required. No work whatsoever required, because it literally does the work for you. So I used to get anxiety, and sometimes I still get anxiety getting text messages. But the fact that I get text message telling me, Tosin, buy GBP CAD right now, and this is where you take your profit. I love that. And this was the beauty of the app. So if you're a mom or somebody who's always on the go and you don't quite have time for the education part, but you want to make the money, this is brilliant for you until you have the time to sit down and watch those videos in your own time. So this is money on the go, guys. This is money on the go. So this is what the rich and wealthy is already doing. They're already multiplying their money. And this is what this is all about. You're able to multiply your money in the foreign exchange market because you're already taking part in it. So why not take part in profit? The banks used to do it for us. Well, the banks do it for us, but we can actually put ourselves in a position of power and start to do it ourselves with the right education. And this is something that I did through those simple steps. And that's what helped me now to start working so much towards some really big goals that I never thought I could even see tangible. And this is the beauty of this, when money no longer become a problem. So you can actually start to live for your passion rather than live to pay bills. And I'm sure some of you can resonate with that right now, where you've probably been living just to make ends meet. And after that, and after you've done that, you don't really have much left over. And guess what? If you want more money, you get another job and you give more time. And you keep giving more time, which doesn't give you the room for the things that you really, really want to do. So that's what we've been helping so many individuals do here. So a lot of the individuals you've heard in the call, I've connected through them because they've made a decision to win, and not only make a decision to win, but to win big by learning something that the everyday person doesn't have access to, but they wanted to learn something that's going to help them, set them free, and help them, help their family, help them build a business or whatever it is that they want to do with this education. And this is simply what this education has done for me and so many other individuals as well that I'm connected to right now. And how do you even get started? So the way you get started, this is insane, because for traditional education, you normally pay about 9,000 for a year to learn. But then this has actually, because the CEO of the company has such a generous heart, he wanted to make this accessible for the everyday person. Learning how to trade in the foreign exchange market was a big boys game. It used to cost 15,000. Well, it does cost 15,000 to 20,000 just for 3 days. But this, you get access to this for just $235 to get started in your journey. And that's how you get started. You get access to your journey. And the way you get access is the person, whoever introduced you to this call, they give you a unique link, but make sure you say thank you to them, because unless somebody shares this with you, you probably wouldn't know about it. And they're giving you the opportunity to hear something that's changing lives globally and also has changed their life. But they believe that you deserve more. And that's why they've simply shared this information with you, because they are already seeing the results and they see the potential where this can take you and your family right now. So you go back to them, you get the link, you join to start learning, right? You start learning through the academy that I've just shown you, and it's $235, and that gives you access for simply 28 days. You get access to everything I've just spoken about. You get access to the things I've spoken about. And then after the 28 days, if you're someone that says, okay, after the 28 days, I've learned everything I need to learn, and I no longer need the platform, I no longer need your education, then you can continue trading on your own with your free app on your phone. But if you're someone that is like me and say, do you know what, I want to continue my education, I want to continue with the mentorship, using the Harmonic Scanner and having things simplified for me, then you can actually continue with your education on a month-by-month basis, and we can actually show you how do you get access to that for free, right? You can actually get that, you can be able to get access to that for free. And to get access to that for free is just simply helping two individuals that also want access, that also want to make more money, or that also might want to change their current situation. And simply by helping them to get started with their journey, you can also get a free scholarship on your journey. If you like the word free, I want you to type in free into the chat box, because you can get access to this information for free. And the crazy thing about this, right, is not the crazy thing about this is we have so many individuals not even sharing this. Probably 15% of individuals share this, because most people come on, they see that this is working, they make their money, and they don't want to share with a single soul, and that's absolutely fine. And the crazy thing is about this is you don't need to share this with anybody to make money. You learn the skill pays you every day for your life, for the rest of your life, and you can continue to earn in any location, anytime, in the comfort of your own home, which is crazy. But then if you're someone that says, okay, do you know what, I don't want to share with anybody, and I'm fine not sharing with anybody, then you can actually continue with your education on a month-by-month basis, on a pay-as-you-go. If that's something that you want to do, you can continue, and then it's $175, which you can continue with your education. This, for me, is crazy, because this has given me more income than a traditional education has ever given me. And this is the power of being in the right room, being connected to the right information and the right people. But then what the platform actually does is also we actually give you an opportunity to build, if you're somebody that want to be part of the bigger mission, which is to really help communities, or you see yourself with leadership qualities, or you want to impact lives and really start to see a difference being made globally, you can connect with the bigger vision and partner and become a partner. And when you can become a partner, it just means that you're simply giving individuals access. And if you're someone that decides to do that, then the platform will actually start to reward you, to say, thank you for helping us to help more lives. Thank you for helping us to help more family. And you can get a residual income. You're able to start to build a residual income also, but this is additional. This is really for my business-minded people who are not turning away money on the table. This is for individuals that says, I want to help people. I want to see more people financially free. I want to see more people win as well. So this is an opportunity that's changing lives globally, and it's also changing relationships globally as well, in the way that we connect and the people that we're able to really grow with right now. So if you're somebody that's like, you know, I can see myself winning big, and I want to win big, and I believe that I deserve to win big, I want you to type in the word win into the chat box, because that's what this has done for me. That's what it's done for so many other individuals, because a lot of times we look at how much something will cost, not looking at what the potential of what that thing could do. And that's what real entrepreneurs do. The entrepreneurs do not look at, they don't look at the cost of things. They look at what is the potential that this thing could take me to. Does that mean that I can begin to start? Does that mean that I can buy that house in cash? Does that mean that I can be able to, does that mean that I can retire my parents? Does that mean that I can be able to set up that business that I've always wanted to do but never had the finance? Does that mean that I can send my children to private school? What does that actually mean for you? And that's a question that it's really important to ask ourselves, because this is an investment into yourself, but it's only an investment into yourself if you believe that you deserve it. And a lot of times we don't take those steps because we're like, oh my God, I need to see someone with the results, or oh my God, I need to do this, or I need to see that. No, it's, do you believe that you deserve to win big? That's the real question. And if you don't, then that's okay. But I do hope you've taken value from everything that's been shared today, because these are individuals that we connected and we collaborated, because these are individuals that are winning big. And we invite you into that space if that's something that you want to do and you believe that you deserve to win big. If you're someone that believes that you deserve to win big, like I said, it is an investment into yourself and your future and the kind of lifestyle that you want to build. What you want to do is go back to the person that invited you onto this call, ask them for you the unique link. They can get you started immediately and show you the ropes. And you are part of the family of Wealth Your World, where everybody is supported. It is a community of people who are big thinkers. It's a community of people who want to win big and who are on track for that. It's a community of people that don't think like the everyday individuals that just work. It's an individual, it's a community of individuals that help and support each other in this journey. You can ask questions, you can share experience and really grow with as well. So go back to that person, ask them for the unique link. And if you have questions, make sure you get your questions answered, because the worst thing to do is sit in silence and be suffering. Right now, if you're not making money online, you are in a financial crisis right now. I am being really honest with that, and I'm saying that as fact. Like, we're making money on the go, just using our mobile phone. I'll be honest with you guys, during this lockdown period, one of my projects, I lost one of my interior design projects, and some of my other projects came to a pause. But because I had a hold of this skill already, I was paying myself from home and even making more than I would have normally done, just because I had access to education that was helping me to pay myself and take control of my life financially. So go back to the person who invited you onto this call. But now what I'm going to do is actually pass over to the next amazing individual that I've connected through, that I've been able to connect with just through the power of information and education. And her name is Jade. She's a young lady. This woman's a leader, right? She is such a servant leader, somebody that gives and pours and loves to see people win and grow. She trains individuals, help them to really see results. She's got attention to detail, so she's very much like myself. She doesn't miss a beat at all. And she's not only an investor, she works in HR as well. And this person, she knows her stuff. So if you want to pay attention to anybody, definitely you guys need to write in some notes. She's an ambassador as well here at the Wealth Your World, teaching other people how to make money. Like, do you guys have friends like that? Teaching other people how to make money. So now what I'm going to do is actually hand over to Jade, who's going to carry on with the next call.
Hey, thank you so much, Tayson. That was amazing. Guys, right? We have been on this call and we have received so many gems, right? So many gems since this call has started. So I really, really want us to drop some sevens. I want us to drop some flames for all of the people that have spoken today, right? All of the people who have spoken today, because I'm just so blessed to be on this call with everyone. I have notes upon notes upon notes, and now I'm here to speak to you about culture, right? How about culture and how we work here at Wealth Your World, right? So everyone's spoken to you about a topic that they have, they've worked in, they've developed in here in at Wealth Your World. And Tosin just spoke to you about how you can become part of Wealth Your World. But I want to speak about what it is that we do, right? So when you think of culture, what comes into your mind? Just drop one keyword into the chat box about what you think of when culture comes to mind, right? What comes to mind, right? So drop them into the chat box. So we've got togetherness, we've got family. What else, guys? What comes to mind when you think about culture? Tiff said community, unity, amazing, trust, food, Lisa said. Yeah, everything revolves around food with me. I hear you on that one. Values, heritage, sharing, trust, amazing, guys. So you guys have an idea of what culture is, yeah? What culture is, and the actual definition of what culture is it's the ideas, the customs, the behavior of a group of people or society, right? So sometimes when you hear of culture, you automatically go to countries, right? You think of how Caribbeans or how English or how Africans, they do stuff. It normally revolves around where you are born in the country. But there's so much more to culture, and Wealthier World, we have a culture in ourselves, right? We have a culture in ourselves, and the reason why culture is so super important in everything we do, in your business, in your workplace, you may not see it as culture, you may just see it as this is what we do, right? That's just how we do things. But that is culture, and there's always someone there who leads that culture, who breathes that culture, right? So there's four main things, four main reasons as to why culture is so important, right? And one of the reasons is vision. So we have a vision, you all have a vision. So we spoke about goals right from the beginning when Nathan was speaking about it, all the way through. Goals has always been a main point. We all have a vision as to where we want to be in life. But then we think about the bigger vision, right? So I can achieve my goals while achieving someone else's goals, while achieving Wealthier World's goals. So I have a vision to have 1 million people in the company and impact their lives. That is the vision here for I Am. That gets filtered down into Wealthier World. That is also our vision, right? And then within my vision, one of my goals is to impact 500 people by my 30th birthday next year. So I am already in that vision. I am growing in that. So when you have culture, when you're brought into a culture, you share the same vision as everyone else in that business. And yes, we break it down. And yes, we have our goals and our cars, but within that, we are still contributing to that vision. And in terms of contribution, that's where I lead into my second point, which is interdependence, right? So Lisa made an amazing point about the push and pull effect, right? People push you up and then you pull them up with you. And that is what interdependence is that we reach a certain goal when we're independent, right? We reach a certain goal. So when I'm independent, I can go off and I can, for example, at work, I can go and do my emails. I can do a spreadsheet, whatever I need to do. But as soon as you bring other people into the equation, as soon as you bring other people into that, you achieve so much more, right? When I'm at work, there's only so far I can go without the finance department. There's only so far I can go without the culinary department. There's only so far you can go without other people, because we have people who have different skills, right? And there's a quote, and it says that the strengths lie in the differences that we have in this team. So we can't all be the same. We're not all meant to be the same. We're not all meant to think the same. But the differences that we have is what gets us to that next level. So in terms, it means that we need to depend on others, right? We need to depend on others, and that's okay, because then we have that joint goal. We have that joint vision to get somewhere, right? So interdependence is something that is definitely underrated. You hear people say, oh, I want to be self-made, I'm independent, I can do it for myself. No, you can't do it for yourself. You need people around you to help you to get where you want to go. We can't reach our full potential without the other people on the team with us, right? There's only so far we can go. With every other person that you see who is successful, they did not do that by themselves. As much as people like to say they did not do that by themselves. It is a team effort, right? So also, when you're thinking about culture, and everyone said it on this call, right? Tara, Lisa, surround yourself with the people who have the desires and the goals that you have, right? There is no point surrounding yourself by people who don't have the results that you even want. There's no point surrounding yourself by people who don't want to get up in the morning, that are perfectly fine just living paycheck to paycheck. If that's not what you want in life, then you need not to be surrounded by them, because you need to be able to be picked up. Yeah, you need to be able to pick up. We spoke about accountability partners, right? Accountability partners are people who pick you up and they keep you on the straight and narrow. When I'm feeling lazy in the morning, Lisa will be like, no, okay, time to get up now. Time to get up. We got things to do, right? You need that in your life because that is part of the culture that we are breeding, right? We surround ourselves with each other. And then we have morale. How many of you, especially those who are already in Wealthier World, how many of you have woken up and you feel tired and you open a group chat and you just see positivity? You just see blessings. You just see everyone in a great mood. Do you not feel better? Drop a yes or a yes if you do not feel better when you open the group chat and you see everyone just giving value. Everyone is breathing positivity, right? It brings up the morale. That is what culture is. It brings up the morale. So there's things that you can do to build culture. There are things that you can build in your business in order to keep the culture going, right? And there's so many little intricate things. So one thing of culture for Wealthier World that always stands out to me is our blue and yellow hearts. So drop your blue and yellow hearts in the chat box, right? That is culture. You don't see someone write something without a blue and yellow heart at the end of it. That is culture. It comes into it. I've had people that have joined the family and in 2 days, they are also dropping blue and yellow hearts. How did they know to drop blue and yellow hearts? Because this is what we breathe. We breathe the culture, yeah? It is infectious. So that is one of the main things in order to build culture in your business. To build culture in your business, you have to first be in it. You have to first be in it. You have to engage yourself into that culture, right? Because we have to enforce it. But before we enforce it, we have to be that. If Wealthier World's vision is we empower others to empower others. That is the vision. So I live and breathe empowering people. Ayana spoke about social media. What does your social media say about you? Your social media should breed the culture of Wealthier World, right? So while we're different, while we're still saying different things and while we're doing it in different ways, our vision should be empowering people to empower others. So if I see someone in Wealthier World's bio or in someone's Wealthier World post, I know that their vision, their goal is empowering others. Right? So that is the culture. So we breathe that through the social media. We breathe that through the group chats. We get involved. We drop our results. We drop our blue and yellow heart emojis, right? We get involved in that culture because once you're in that culture, then you can give that to other people. And we need to communicate all of that. I only know the vision because my mentor told me the vision. And her mentor told her the vision. And her mentor told her the vision, right? If you have people who come into this space in Wealthier World and people that come into your business and you don't tell them the vision, how are they meant to know, right? If you don't show them the vision, how are they meant to know? So we need to communicate this, right? We need to communicate this. Amazing, Ayana. We are all leaders, right? We may not have a team yet, but we are leaders. People are looking at us. And when they look at us, they see what we are becoming. They see what we stand for, right? Your culture is what you stand for. So I pray that when people see me, they see that I am here to empower people, right? That's what I want people to see because that is the culture that I am living in. And we want to have fun with it, right? We breed culture by having fun with it. We are always busting jokes. We're having fun in our group chats. Your business at work. If you're not having fun at work, the culture isn't there, right? The culture isn't there. The business isn't there because yes, we're making money. Yes, we've got things to do, but yes, we are having fun with it. Culture needs to be something that we enjoy and something that we are proud of. I am super proud of culture. I'm proud of my culture of where I'm in the country. I'm proud of my culture at work. I'm proud of my culture at Wealthier World. This is something that we need to keep at. And that leads me to the final point of how we can create culture is persistence. This doesn't happen overnight, right? This doesn't happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day at all. We've got to be persistent with all the things that we want to do, right? We've got to be persistent with the culture. Just because someone turns around and we're doing something different, that does not mean that our culture doesn't stand anymore, right? They say that culture means that we do something different. We are different to others. That's why we have culture in the first place. It is okay to be different, right? It is okay to be different. And if people don't understand your culture, that doesn't mean that it's not valid. It just means that we need to keep pushing until people hear it, right? We need to keep pushing until people hear it. So ways that you can get your culture out, the ways that you can get your vision out, is all of the ways that we have spoken about today, right? All of the things that we have spoken about today. Expanding your network. Expanding your network is how you can get your culture out there. People should know what you're about before you even open your mouth and say, I want to empower you today. Your social media, your posts, your captions, your lives, your stories are all breathing the culture that you are in today, right? Because the support that we have here at Wealthier World is a result of the culture of no one gets left behind, right? That wasn't just plucked out of thin air. Nikki, our chairwoman, thought of that. Christopher Terry, the CEO of IM, thought of that. They thought of the community that they wanted to build, and then that gets filtered down onto us. And it is our responsibility to keep breathing that culture, to live in that culture, right? This is something that we live in now. This isn't just necessarily a business. This isn't just a way that we make money. This is life now, right? This is something that we do. We are family here. You always hear people speak about family. We are family members. I have my brothers and my sisters on this call, right? I never had sisters, right? I never had sisters, and now I've joined Wealthier World and I've got sisters for days, right? And this is what happens when you join something bigger than you are, right? We are just a little bit of the bigger vision. So when we join something bigger, we achieve so much more. We achieve so much more. So sometimes it's time to think outside the box and think beyond ourselves and think about what can we do when we join a bigger vision? What can we do when I join forces with someone? Today, we have joined forces. There has been many leaders on the call that have come together, and together we have shown what we have to offer here at Wealthier World, what we have learned. We've done that together. If Me1 just came on the call and spoke for 3 hours about everything we've talking about, you guys would probably be sleeping right now, right? But this is the joys of coming together and getting something better. Collaboration is everything, right? So when you think about things and when you want to do something, don't always think about how can I do this for myself? Think about who can I come with? Who can I get together with so we can make the best out of it? Tara spoke about speaking to people who can level you up, right? Reaching out to those people that can help you. That's what we need to do. We need to think about, oh my gosh, I know Ayana's good at social media. I want to do a call for my team. Let's do that, right? So that is about culture. So guys, I want you to go back and I want you to think about the culture that we are in today and just think about 5 things that you do in order to breed culture in your business, right? In your business and your team. And remember that persistence is key. People will catch on to the vision as long as you believe in the vision yourself, right? So with that being said, I have an amazing woman to introduce, right? Because this lady, so I've connected with her in the last few months and she has energy, guys. Like she has energy, she is ready, she is here to talk about time management. This lady is a gospel music minister, right? She's a minister, she's a wife, she is an investor, and she is a business owner of a Nigerian business, right? So she is here and she is doing the best, like she is out here. She is a computer forensic lecturer. Like, guys, like that is mind-blowing, right? I didn't even know what that is, but she is in university in Huddersfield and she is teaching people. She is teaching people all about computer forensic. And I have the absolute pleasure to bring her onto the call, right? She's gonna give you some value. It's been a pleasure, guys. Winnie, are you there? Are you there?
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? Wow, 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 Jade, thank you. I want to give it back to Jade, everyone. Beautiful. Can you hear me at all? Can you hear me? Put a number 1 if you can hear me, because I'm not sure if everyone can. Beautiful, beautiful. Jade, that was, wow, nuggets, serious nuggets. You know, everyone's been speaking the whole afternoon, and I've got my notes full. And from what Jay's just said about our culture here in the wealthier world, she's just giving us so much, so much, so much. It doesn't even look as though she's a HR manager, you know, it's like she's been doing this for years. Well done, Jay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Right, so at the wealthier world, like you've just heard, we have a culture, we have the different things that we do. You've heard about mindset, you've heard so much about the different strategies that we use for our trading. You've heard about how to manage your social media. You've heard about having goals and how you need to move forward with your goals, short-term goals, long-term goals. Wow, it's been, you know, you heard Yvonne talk to us about the harmonic scanner. You know, she's trying to tell us that age is nothing, absolutely nothing. You know, so much nuggets everywhere. My notes is full. Like, I'm sure after today, I'm just going to go back and read this for another 3 days, and I'm just still taking in and taking in and taking in. Right, so as you've already heard, I'm going to be talking about time management. You already heard a bit about me. Let me just say very, very quick. Yes, I'm a lecturer at the university here in Huddersfield. I teach young people, so first years, second year, and I do projects with them in their final years. I also teach master's students and run a short course with students who are interested in doing a PhD at the university. I'm a researcher, so I do my own independent research for the times that I have on my own. And I run a business with my family back home, which is why I'm a co-owner, because I was part of it before I left, and I still manage it even though I'm abroad. And so it's been, you know, managing all of that. And the most important of all of this, I am a Christian, I'm a music minister with the biggest, I don't know if anyone's heard of it, but Love World Music and Arts Ministry is the biggest music ministry in the world today. And I'm not just a music minister there, I'm a staff member, which means I manage a lot of things within the Love World Music Ministry. So there's so much that I have to do, even in my local church. I sing in my local church, so I do sing every Sunday in church. So it's a lot that I have to manage. I am married to a wonderful and amazing husband. Thank God he's very, 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 very he looks after me and he understands, because imagine putting all of this and the business now that I'm in the wealthier world all together. So I want to talk to us about time management. And what I've done is I'm going to quickly share my screen and show everybody what my time management plan looks like. So my operating rhythm. When I joined the wealthier world space, it was, I wouldn't say difficult trying to manage everything together, but it was, my God, overwhelming. There were so many Zoom calls that I needed to join. You know, finding my feet, what strategies am I going to be using? What Zoom calls were important? What, you know, I had to share myself into so many places. There was a day my husband said to me, say, you've been on a Zoom call since morning, you need to end today. You know, so I said to myself, right, Jade has spoken to us about, you know, the operating rhythm on my first induction call. So I needed to get this operating rhythm done. And I finally got it done, and it's been helping now, because obviously in my head, I know that when I wake up at this time, I'm meant to be doing this, I'm meant to be doing that. Am I able to share my screen now? Yes, okay, so beautiful, beautiful. Let me try and get that open. Let's see. Okay, so let's, if you can just put a number 2 on the chat, if you can see my screen at the moment. Can you see my screen? Anyway, I've got my operating rhythm. Put a number 2 in the chat for me. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. So you can't see my screen. So this is my own operating rhythm. This is what I use in managing my time. What I've done is everything, I've color coded everything. So I know that everything you see in aqua, which is a very beautiful color for those of us that are part of the Dilo Nation, the aqua is something very important to us. So everything you see on aqua is connected to my spiritual life. So literally just by looking at this operating rhythm, anything you see in aqua is connected to my spiritual life. I've got time for my prayers, Bible study. I've got church that I need to prepare for, you know, different things, different prayer slots during the week, and times that I need to connect with different groups in my church for prayers, you know, praying for nations and all of that. And then different things that I do for my choir as well. And then everything that you see in orange are everything that has to do with trading. So everything that I need to do regarding my business, regarding speaking to people about the business, looking at trading. I've got my Go Live sessions in there. So these are the ones that bring money to me in this space. So everything you see there. And then on a Monday, for instance, of course, now that I've had to readjust this operating rhythm to actually work with the fact that I work from home. So as God would have it, my teaching hours are all scrapped into Monday. So I only do lecturing on a Monday. So I get to teach students on Monday, and it's all through Teams. So everything is online, and all of that happens within 5 hours of the day. So if you see anything that says university work, can you see that from my screen? So I've got a class on Monday at 9 a.m. that stretches to 11. And then I've got a break for myself. And so I put in different things in there that I need to do. Then I have another class from 1 o'clock that lasts all the way to 4 o'clock with different students. So I've got all of that in there. And of course, in between during the week, you can see where I've got university work. It's not like, because usually if you were at university, then it's be different. But now that we're working from home, I only actually need to go into my emails, reply emails, and I can do other stuff, you know, on my own, in my own time. But as long as you're replying to students and all of that, my time became a bit more relaxing. And then if you look down as well, I've got study time, very, very important. And that study time, I try my best to make sure that I've got study time consistently throughout the week, apart from a Monday, which is, I think apart from a Monday, there's no study time on a Monday. So this is how I manage my time basically. And what that study time is, it's trading study time. So this is the time where I go on to the IM Academy, I watch videos, I catch up on my all the other things that I need to do that I haven't done yet. So if there are any boot camps videos that I really, really want to rewatch, I spend that time watching it. If there's a particular strategy that I'm not understanding, I spend that time watching them. And then of course, I've got family time as well. So you can see anything you see in yellow is family time. And what I've done is with family time is it's flexible. Of course, on a Sunday, I'm not going to spend how many hours is there? I'm not going to spend 5 hours with family. My husband is the only one with me here, and I get to call my parents in Nigeria, and I get to call my siblings, know how they're doing. In between, I still do other things as well, but this just helps me organize my time. And if there's any meeting in between, things that I can't do, you know, if I've finished basically what I need to do with my family, if the call, my mom's call is just, I'm thinking every time I call mom, I have to at least give her an hour, because she needs to tell me every single thing that is going on back home. She wants to talk about her business. She wants to talk about her friends. She wants to talk about all the weddings that she's attended in the last weekend that I've missed, you know, different things. So moms, if you are a mom, if you are a mom and you're speaking to your child, if they're in school, I'm sure you take a lot of time speaking to them. So I do give that to my mom. And then of course the different time I spend with my siblings and my parents, and my cousins and aunties and every other person. So everything there in yellow is for them. Then the very, very important thing that I've got on here that some of us need to actually put into place, because then it helps you with your goals and what your weekly target should be. At 9 p.m. every Sunday, I spend it strategizing for the new week. I need to think of what my week is going to look like. Of course, there's some things that can't be changed, that can't be moved. So like university work, that's constant. But the other things that I can move around, what do I need to do that I need to do better? Say, for instance, how my trading was the previous week. Then I need to update my trading plan, need to know what I need to do. So within that 1 hour slot, I need to start thinking what my next 7 days of 6 days would be before the next Sunday. So that's what I've got there. And I think every other thing, okay, mindset call, of course, there are different things within the Wealthier World, a culture. With what Jade was saying earlier, at the Wealthier World, we have a culture. We have mindset call every Monday at 9 o'clock, and we have to tune into that. So that is also in my plan. You can see that on a Wednesday as well. There's a team training. You just need to put everything. So what you need to do on your own. So what I'm going to help everyone do now is to just ask. So we're going to be a bit interactive. Let me try and find a blank one that we can use. Let's see. 1 second. I'm sure I've got, yes. So I've got a blank one here that we can use. Can you see the screen? So we can all do this together. This is just a blank appraising reading. It starts from a Sunday and also runs to Saturday as well. So if you can see my screen, can you just put a number 1 in the chat? All right, I need to reshare that. Do I? Okay, hold on. I think I'll stop this one and then just reshare so you can see the other one. 1 second. Can you just put in the chat, put a number 2 if you're actually getting some gems off, or you've actually understood a bit of what you need to do with an appraising reading? Because listen, we've heard so many things today, and a lot of people would say, oh my God, how am I going to fit all of this into my lifestyle? How am I going to do this? It's really easy to do. All you need to do is have an appraising reading, and you would find that it's really, really, your life would just be as easy as possible. You won't be struggling with anything. Okay. Let's see. Okay, right. So can you see this now? All right. So the first thing you need to do, I'm going to be really quick with this. The first thing you need to do is put in anything. For me, for instance, where I started with something with my spiritual life, because that is the first thing for me. If my head is not at the right place, then I don't think any business is going to move forward. But for everybody, everybody is different. Individuals are very different. But I'm going to say, let's start with the things that bring you money. So if it's work, for instance, anything, then you can put it on a Monday, what time you wake up, and then if you've got, so at the Wealthier World, when you come into this space, I'm going to use an example. We encourage everyone to listen to Manny, for instance, who is an educator. And Manny is very good because he takes all the newbies along. You can learn with him with the harmonic scanner. And on there, you can copy and paste trades as well. So what we will do is Manny comes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And in the UK, that's 1 p.m. time. So let's just say we put Manny here on a Tuesday. I'll just type in Manny. I'm sure, is that really tiny? Let's see if we can increase that to 22 so you can see that. So that is Manny there on a Tuesday. We'll put him on Wednesday as well because it's the same time. And then on Thursday, I think he comes at about 3 in the afternoon. So we'll put Manny there as well. So that would be the number 1 thing that for everybody. Yeah. And sorry, I've spelled his name the other way around, but you know what I mean. So Manny Kiones. All right. So we've put Manny in there, and I can color code this to what I want. So I don't know. With me, everything that makes money goes with the orange color. So I'll just put that as well for him, so you can actually see. So that automatically means that is where I'm going to be doing my Go Live sessions. Now, as you learn, you then decide which of the times within the day do I want to trade. Now, if you're going to be trading at night, all you just need to do is come down here and put in the times that you want to trade. So I can put there 1 a.m. 1 a.m. for instance, and then you just increase that, and then you can put in the slots of your own trade. Now, if you want to put in Mondays, for instance, as your work days, if you start work at 9, so your work, normal work, so you can just put it there. Hold on, this is so tiny. I'm not sure why it's typing really, really small. But if you want to put your work there, and you want to increase that, say you work till about 2, where you have your lunch, you can have your lunch there. You can have your lunch there, and then you can continue and just put in work as well for the others until you close from work, and then it just continues. And then you can highlight this whatever color you want as well. So what I do, I just highlight all my work blue as well. And, you know, you just come up with the different things that you do, In between, during your lunch, you can either decide to go in onto the harmonic scanner, see what trades you can put in there during the week, you know, just simple things like this that would help you, all right? That is as easy as that. Plan your day. Think of what times you want to, if you're a mom, you want to put in the times that you go and pick up your kids from school. I know that in the UK, kids tend to close at about 3:15, unless your child is going to be staying back home for after school club. You're dropping them off at about 9 or 8:30 in the morning. So you can just come and look at the times during the week and put everything in here, okay? Don't leave any hour free, all right? Do not leave any hour free where you're not doing something, because if you leave it free, then you're giving yourself the opportunity to not do anything, or to tell yourself, oh my God, I've got so much time, you know, because once you're not doing anything, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. If you're not doing anything, then Netflix comes into your mind. But if you're doing something with your time, then you'd see that you don't even have time, okay? You can't think, if I actually go back to what I was showing you earlier, if I go back to my own operating rhythm, what I was showing you earlier, if you look at my operating rhythm, you cannot see any simple space for anything, because even the times that I say family time or flexi time, take for instance, on a Wednesday when we have team training, a lot of times it may not even start on time, or it may finish late because we've got so many things to catch up on. I've got to attend so many Love World Music prayer meetings or meetings. I fit in stuff into the flexi time that I've seen. Weekend activities, one of them was today. Because I hadn't planned any weekend activity for that time, when I was called and said, listen, we're having a program today, I'm like, right, which means my house chores have to be done within 2 hours. So it has to be flexible in a way that I can adjust different things into it. So that's how I came up with having the time to be a part of this meeting today. You know, so every weekend as it comes along, I can then plan, right, next weekend I'm going to be having this. So I haven't really put a particular thing to be doing on a Saturday between 1 and 3. The reason is because before the week starts, or before the middle of the week, I already know what I'm going to be doing. So I just need to know that, right, between this time and this time, this is what I'm doing this week. So what you can also do is every week you can either review your operating rhythm, see what has worked for you, see what hasn't worked. I've changed these things on here so many times that I can't tell you how many times. What you also notice, where I've put in breakfast, I'm not even a breakfast person, but I've put it in there because I want to subconsciously remind myself to take, even if it's just a glass of juice, okay? Because I end up not having breakfast and I'm just doing stuff the whole day. There's no place for lunch, neither is there place for dinner, because you're working in between and you're having all the food. But, you know, it just gives you the opportunity to plan your day in order for you to achieve that goal, in order for you to meet them visions that you've heard today. All of the mindset that all the gems that we've received today, how to meet your goals, how to meet them visions, what are your trading goals, what are your trading plans? You need to have a plan. So this is going to help everyone, okay, to actually meet what they need to do. Don't worry about fitting into this box. This is a box that is flexible. You can always change it, you know, change it to meet whatever you want to be doing, but just make sure that you've got a standard one that works. For instance, for me, my trading times, because I work from home, it just works perfectly for me. With between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm trading. That's my own personal time to actually look at the scanner and think about what trades I want to take. And then once it's 11 o'clock, or sometimes even before 11 o'clock, I'm already playing my live, my Go Live session, and I'm waiting for Tyrone. And I'm like this, like, oh my God, when is it coming? Where's it coming? Because I'm ready. You know, I'm between that time, I'm sorry, I'm not picking any calls. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not going to be messaging you back because I'm busy and I will need, that is my time for making money through my trades. Okay. So these are the little, you know, things that we need to practice. It's something that will come over time. It did take me well over 6 weeks after joining this space to build this up. That's because I was finding my footing, trying to adjust what will work, what wouldn't work. And it's just been amazing. So I hope this has helped someone today, helped everyone everyone, if you would like to have this, if you don't have this already within the Well Their World team, then please drop a message on the group platform, and it's on Discord. Actually, if you're already within us, you can just go onto the resource section and you can download it and create your own operating rhythm. Really, really simple and easy to do. Also, if you are new and you're about to join us, when you come into this space, you will be given it and then you can plan yourself. But after what you've learned today, you can even use this for your personal life, because it will really, really, really help you. I'm going to pass the baton again now back to an amazing mentor. Everyone go onto the chat box and put the fire emojis for this wonderful interior designer of ours. She is killing the Forex market space. She is a wonderful mentor to everybody, I'm sure, on this call. One way or the other, you may have called her or rang her even late at night. She's giving gems and telling us what to do, how to go about stuff, so she's spoken earlier before, but she's just going to wrap everything up that we've done today. I will now be passing it over to Tosin. Put a 777 in the chat for her, please, everyone.
Oh my goodness, Dr. F. We call you Dr. Fire because you bring the energy, you bring the fire. So I've got to give it back to you. That was incredible, because I find that sometimes we always think we can't start something new, or we can't do X, Y, and Z because we just don't know how to manage our time. So it's incredible that you've just gone through that, because it really shows you that you can do whatever you want. You just need to prioritize and really plan it in. Success is a decision, and you plan for success. So we started off this call initially about a successful mindset, and that takes planning. It takes planning to get to wherever it is you want to get to. So if you know that you receive value from this call, I've been on this call and I've been making notes, right? I've been making notes, and I'm so happy and grateful that we've collaborated and just came onto this call to share some value. So if you know that you've got some value on this call, I want you to drop a number 2 into the chat box. And one thing I would actually love you to also drop as well, not just even a number 2, but I want you to drop maybe one thing that stood out to you throughout this call, because there's been so much, because even me, I can't write quick enough, because so many people are giving so many gems, so many value, and different things that could really, really help you moving forward into the next season. We're in the final quarter, and it can be either your best, or it can be the one that you are regretful that you didn't actually take the right steps at the right time. We did call this Q4, which is the fourth quarter, back to business, because that's exactly what we do. We get back to business. Even if things don't look great, we get back to business because we need to get back to business to create the kind of life that we want and the kind of future we want to see in front of us. So I want you guys to drop into the chat box what's something that stood out to you, because I know that I've received so many things, and whatever it might be, one thing that stood out to you throughout this call, whatever it is that stood out to you throughout this call, make sure you type it in the chat. But one thing that I remember, actually, there's so many things, but one of the things that really stood out to me is that enemies are internal, that sometimes you are your own worst enemy. It's not always the things around you, but actually it is, it is you, procrastination, whatever it might be, excuses, fear. A lot of the times it is in you. You're the biggest roadblock to your success. So amazing to have all of you guys on this call, showing up for you, showing up to hear some information. But now the key thing now is not just hearing information, it's actually taking action so that you can position yourself to be in the right place and get to wherever it is that you want to get to. I want you guys to, tag us in on Instagram, go back to the person that put you on this call, ask any questions that you might have. And tonight at 8 p.m. at 9 p.m, if you're that individual that, they've spoken about this Forex thing, and I'm interested in actually seeing a little bit more or hearing a little bit more, at 8 p.m. at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. tonight, my mentor, my personal mentor, is going to be sharing disinformation is literally transforming lives globally. So this is my mentor, who not only has she broken so many generational curses through in her family, but she has been impacting thousands of lives globally right now. And she is the first female Black chairwoman in the UK, somebody who is not only a property investor, but she's somebody that has multiple businesses and is helping so many individuals. She's going to be showing the blueprint of exactly what she shared with me, and something that we've shared as well during this call. She's going to be sharing with you. If you also want to find out a little bit more, or you want to hear some of the information again that we've heard in the midst of this call today, so make sure you ask the person who put you on the call for the unique link. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting this call, having you guys showing up and getting some value. Now the next step is let's go and act on what we've learned. The notes are great, but we need to now turn it into we need to turn those notes into practical things that would really help us to smash out this year. So it's been an amazing call today, and I have to give it back to all the speakers today. Oh my goodness, like I didn't expect so much value. Yes, I expected value because I know what you guys are like, but my goodness, it has been an absolute dream. It has been it has been so amazing and incredible to hear some of you individuals, even some of you that have not shared on the screen before. You've been so inspiring. You've shared so much information, so many gems. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Nathan, Tiff, Jade, you know, we have Tara, we have Lisa, we have Jade, we have Dr. Winnie, we have Yvonne, guys, we have Ayana. So many individuals have shared so much, and these are individuals that I've been so blessed to connect with in this space, and they have literally become family, and I'm so excited to see where they're going and how all the lives that they continue to impact. So have a wonderful evening, guys. I'm looking forward to welcoming some of you into the family so that you can also win with us and grow with us. Have an amazing evening, guys. Good night.